Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Orla Live for Wednesday, the 15th of October, 2025. My name is Fitzsimons. I'll be joined by Orla in the next few minutes, I would say. And I don't know who else we have coming on, but we have a packed show. There was a mass stabbing in Donohoe today. I was down there. I reported from there, and I put out a few things about it. But I'll play the video in the next few minutes. You know what I mean? We also have Enoch Burke getting stopped by security. That's another good one. And in the Oireachtas, we had Sharon Keoghan talking about the Muslim Brotherhood. So we'll look deeper into that. So let me just put out the comments there. How are you doing? Hi, lads. Hi, lads. Mark Spark. Where can I get a Mihole running tricolour? Please help. I don't know. Anita, if you're watching, or if anyone, I can text later on and see, can they facilitate you? Because it was the Cork Says No crew who had that. So I don't know. I will find out for you before the end of the show. Don't worry. Jesus, I'd love that also, Mark. Yeah, well, I'll find out for you before the end of the show. Paul, you're legend. Thanks very much. New home, Paul. Yeah, the kids are in bed. No, it's not. It's a good backdrop, but isn't it? It looks cool. You swear to God, wouldn't you think I was bleeding loaded? People think you do a podcast and you're shitting money, like, you know what I mean? But that's not how it works. I'm no Joe Rogan, you know what I mean? Hello, gorgeous Paul. Hello there, Michael John. How are you, mate? How are you? You bought another new gaff, Paul. Yeah. The lefties will run with this one now. Paul has gaffs everywhere. He must have won the lotto or something. What's the crack, Paul? Yeah, I'm good, mate. All good, mate. How are you, Paul? And the chat. How's everyone? Hi there, Paul. Hi, everyone. Yeah. Not a bad few nights on X Spaces for Anita, and Cork Says No, to be fair to them. Yeah, I was on last night, and I was on the night before, and yeah, I thought he went very well now, to be honest with you. A lot of people aren't happy with other people, and people showed that last Saturday, you know. So, yeah, I really, honestly, I don't want to be wasting time on any of them other people now. They're meaningless to me now. The Mighty Ducks and the Wild Geese and whatever the hell they're calling themselves. Good luck to you. You can have them. You know what I mean? YouTube money, Paul. Yeah, YouTube. Yeah, of course. I wish. I tried to do it and I can't do it because I have to have 500 followers or something to that effect. You know what I mean? And yeah. Hi, Paul. Hey, Sarah. How's things? It's saying guy stabbed was a Ukrainian. Well, I was there. I wasn't there when it happened, but I spoke to women and she reckons they were Somalians. Yeah. That's what the neighbours all reckoned, that they were Somalians. So and it seems one of the guys was always high on drugs and running amok and fighting and arguing, and I got word then after that there was a big tall guy, a big black guy, looked Somalian, up in the hairdressers in Clare Hall the other day, fighting and arguing with the people in the hairdressers and the kids outside. So listen, we don't know who these people are. We don't know. Listen, let's call a spade here. They're trying to dress this up as a Tusla care facility, 24-hour care facility. All this is a juvenile IPAS centre. That's it. End of story. And some of them aren't even juveniles. Like, you know what I mean? We've all seen the picture of the 17-year-old here 3 weeks ago or a month ago, and the chap looked about 42. Like, you know what I mean? Come on. They're doing this all the time. They're losing their passports. They're dropping their passports. They're saying they're 16. They're being put back in schools where kids are. You know, come on. Like, this has to stop now. You know what I mean? Has to stop. But I'm going to play my video there. Sorry, I'm going to bring up Orla. Hello, Orla. How long are you down there? I was waffling away there for myself. Sorry about that.
What's new?
But, what's new? Yeah.
And everyone admiring your new flat. It looks great, Paul.
Yeah. Hi, Paul. Did you move? No, I didn't. Yeah. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. I see Robbie Kane is getting stick over on Dublin Live because, not on Dublin Live, on his Facebook, because he didn't report on what had happened. Like, you know what I mean? To be fair now, Robbie was only there a minute or two before us, you know what I mean? And like, I don't know whether he spoke to these women or not, you know what I mean? So that's why I just did my report, you know what I mean? And in saying that too, they're bound to misinformation and disinformation and malinformation and all this crap, like, you know what I mean? So they give it the softly approach, no matter what. And anyway, you know what I mean? So, but listen, I spoke to the people on the ground. People on the ground told me what happened. And listen, you can't get better than that. You know what I mean? So that's what I did. And that's what I reported on. I'm actually going to play the video now and we'll come back and talk about it. Okay. I'm actually going to play the first video first. This is what people seen from their apartments just before we got there. And then I got there, and then I got the information. I'll just play this then and come back. How you doing? Paul Fitzsimons here, Orla live. Yeah, an update on what has happened here. Apparently, there was 4 youths, 4 teenagers, apparently living in the apartment. They had moved in here in August, the end of August. And it seems there used to be 9 or 10 of them in there all the time. It's the middle one there that you can see. It belongs to Tusla. It's a care facility for Tusla for underage refugees. And we heard from a woman that was there, an eyewitness. She wasn't in the apartment, but she heard screams coming from the apartment. And she went up to investigate, and the door was never open. She came back down, and when she came back down, a girl ran down, a young girl in her 20s ran down, and she was covered in blood. It seems one guy is deceased and one guy has been taken away. But they are foreign nationals, refugees, and they are foreign nationals, and that is what happened here this morning. But we were also told that one of them was on drugs by another neighbour, that one of them was on drugs and got a hiding last night for some reason over drugs or something like that, and came back to the apartment this morning, and that's when all this happened. So it's a sad day, and it's really horrific. The people in the area don't know who's in these apartments or anything else, so yeah, that's the update on it there now. There's one deceased, a young man, and another young man has been taken to Beaumont Hospital with serious injuries. The Garda Technical Bureau and everything are here at the moment, so I'll keep you posted. Cheers, everyone. You look way better out in the morning, Paul. Thanks for that. Yeah. So there's misinformation, disinformation, malinformation. What about bull information? This is the problem here. You know what I mean? And this is going to get worse, guys. I'm telling you now. And a friend of mine was only on to me today about this. Like, she sent me a message, and we were talking about, you know, this is all, like, once this crime rate is going up the way it is, digital ID is going to be brought in here, and it's going to be us that'll have digital ID. Well, you know what I mean? It won't be them. It'll be us that'll have digital ID. Everything will control us then. You know what I mean? I won't be getting it. I don't give a shit. I'll go deep undercover, you know. Sad. I'm fucking delighted. Well, listen, I don't. Thanks for being on the ground, Paul. Yeah, no problem, mate. I got word of it and I went up, and yeah, and I did. I told the truth, word for word, what that lady told me. That that guy, one of the guys, was on drugs, and he was always acting the jack and the whole lot, and it seems he got a hiding last night in one of the other estates or somewhere else over there. It could have been to do with drugs. I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna, you know, I don't know, but that's what I was told, that he got a hiding last night. Well, I don't know whether that had anything to do with this morning, but I suppose we'd see when the guards finish doing whatever they're doing, you know. Christopher Connaughton. If you go to any major town, you'll just see the change in culture. I was in Navan today, and just, wow, unreal. Can hardly spot a Navan resident. Scary it is. Just reminds me of Dublin now. Well, lads, I'm being honest with you now. Don't think for a minute that this Tusla care centre, 24-hour care centre, is the only one. They're everywhere. They're in all these apartment blocks. They're in houses and estates. I remember a housing estate in Clonee last year. I said, about a year and a half ago, I said it in the WhatsApp group. I said, lads, that's an iPass centre over there, and people called me racist and fell out with neighbours. And listen, it was horrendous. Like, you know what I mean? Now they know that it is. This is what the government are doing now. The government are buying up houses and apartment blocks, or renting apartment blocks, and they're offering people $4.5 and $5 grand to rent their houses. Like, people aren't going to refuse that. You know, some people are struggling at the minute, like, and if they're stuck for that much money, they will take it. I do get that. Like, I have a conscience. I wouldn't be able to do that now. I'm being honest with you. But maybe that's why I'm where I am. You know what I mean? I don't know. I really don't know. But that chap is right, and they are everywhere. You know what I mean? Everywhere. People before puberty haven't raised the issue of the hunger strikers, so it shows how much they care about Irish people. Yeah,
No, I know,
exactly.
I know. Now, Ian
Yeah,
too mentioned it, all right. Padder Tobin has mentioned it a couple of times.
yeah.
It's just, yeah, I featured it again the other day
How are you,
on
Christine?
what was it, 2 days ago on Facebook again.
Yeah,
It's just
I have a
crazy.
video there. I think I have a video. I don't know
Mm.
whether it's from today or yesterday. I'll have to check.
Mm.
But Sheila sends me the videos in, and I just,
It's just crazy.
oh, it's horrible. It is. It's really horrible. Sheila. No, yesterday she sent it to me. Oh, she was outside with a woman that was talking last night. What's her name? The one that was talking about the I have the video there. I'll play it in a few minutes. She's talking about the HRT for trans women. Did you see that video? Have you seen it?
No.
But this is what they're trying to bring in, yeah, the HRT.
They'll have to have the tampons before that as well.
Mm.
My God.
Yeah. Yeah. But
When are the
lads,
aliens?
we
We have to be better with them.
oh, Jesus, I don't know, man. You know what I mean? It's like, but let's be honest about it. Like, as we said about the digital ID, they already know who's going to sign up for this digital ID. The same people who signed up for the COVID jobs. You know what I mean? They know they have them people already. They really do. And they have to keep, as we were talking about today, they have to keep people working. And credit scores and the whole lot is the best way to do that. You know what I mean? Because somebody has to pay for this gravy train. You know what I mean? And there's too much money involved in this to stop it now. Like, there's billions and billions and billions involved in this. You know what I mean? Like, Banty McEnany is going to be a billionaire in the next 2 years.
Yeah.
You know, come on.
231 million.
The man is a football manager. You know what I mean?
I know.
Yeah, we've hit
But then you've Mel
500
Sutcliffe,
people.
you've Dave Mooney, and all the rest of them. You've Joe Germain down here in Carlow, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sean O'Brien here in Carlow as well. It's just, yeah.
Dave Mooney again, the Oigo Cafe, a modest little cafe that was turning over a couple of grand a year, went from that to 2.5 million and gave themselves 2.5 million in wages. Come on. Like, wow, lads, come on. Like, you know, you can get us there on X, on at FitzyDub, FitzyDub, yeah, at Neil Casey, at Rugamorph27, Ireland Force 123 on YouTube, at Irish Column, at Deal Heron, and on Facebook, Paul Fitzsimons. And you'll get us always on www.theirishchannel.com/live. Even if we go down off all the other platforms, that's where you'll get us, www.theirishchannel.com/live. And if you could buy us a coffee, please. There it is, darting across the bottom of the screen there. I'll put it in the comments. But yeah, thank you very much. You didn't send me over very much, Orla, to be honest with you. Were you busy?
I have sent you over a load of stuff because I transferred down from the other day. You have to go back to where I've labelled. Where did I label it? Hold on. Wednesday show. So you're going back from the last couple of days.
Oh, Jesus, Orla.
Yes, oh, Jesus, Paul.
Sure, hey, hold on. Don't worry about it. I have that one already. Tracy O'Mahony. Is that the one?
Well, I don't think we played Tracy. We didn't play Tracy's video.
Wednesday show.
It starts.
Yeah,
this is where it starts from. Look.
Yeah, is that the homeless figures? Yeah, I have that. Yeah,
from that town. Yeah. There's a load of stuff.
Yeah, I have all them. Did we not pull them? Obviously, we didn't talk about them the other night.
Because we were talking about so much stuff that other night. From the Cork says no, we just didn't get. We missed a load of stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, I'm sure.
Hey, Ferg, how are you?
How are you, Ferg? I hope you all keep my comments. Christ is King. Well done, Ferg. Yeah, it really is, mate. How are you? How are you, Ferg? Will we be dehumanized? Look at China. Thousands of you. Oh, I've seen it. The videos of them on the street. It's horrendous, isn't it? It's horrendous.
And then you see the children being scanned, going into schools and scanned before they go for their lunches and all that sort of stuff, you know?
Yeah, Michael John, the only way I'll see family in Ireland now is via Zoom. You should come home for a weekend, Michael. You'd only be in and out, you know what I mean, just to see them, you know. You're only in Dunboyne, so you never know. So we could drop down for that and we can have a coffee and have a bit of crack. You're only in Dunboyne, you know. And another thing, they're putting the migrants back into Flood's Cross. What's the story here?
Yes, I heard that.
You know, seen Noreen O'Shea put up a thing yesterday, or Noreen.
Aaron had it up as well.
Had he? Yeah. I seen Aaron done a video as well, yeah. So did Tom, I think. Yeah. Double the usual rent. Yes, now you have it. What are the perpetual offender the leftists going to moan about now that Hamas are defeated? They've nothing. They've nothing now. No, they'll concentrate more on us, that we're Nazis, and that's the way it'll go for us, you know what I mean?
I thought they were still protesting. Did they not get the memo that the war was over?
No. No, honestly, that thick is too short planks. Ruth Coppinger is on to something else now today. Oh, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. You know what I mean? The woman is just mental.
She must have found somebody else walking around with a handbag.
Oh, stop, man. Well, yeah. Trans. Okay, I'm going to just move on to this, okay? Where is she? No, that's the wrong one. Yes, why is the chair of the Oireachtas Health Committee pushing to expand the HRT for trans women? Okay, let's play that one.
It is deeply misleading to suggest that excluding trans women is discrimination. The medical purpose for this scheme is to support menopausal women. Our healthcare resources should be directed where there is a need, not where ideology demands them. Leader, I want to raise a concern in development regarding the HRT scheme. Recently, the chair of the Oireachtas Health Committee has been pushing to expand the free HRT scheme to include trans women. This totally ignores the difficulties and struggles of biological women who are going through the menopause. It is deeply misleading to suggest that excluding trans women is discrimination. The medical purpose for this scheme is to support menopausal women. Our healthcare resources should be directed where there is a need, not where ideology demands them. There is a question of when and where will this constant pushing of ideology end? What's next? Are we going to fight for biological men to have access to a free smear test? The whole purpose of the HRT scheme was a recognition of the difficulties women face as they go through menopause. We currently have 740 women on waiting lists for endometriosis surgery. We have women across the country on waiting lists desperate to see a gynaecologist. This is life-threatening to people around the country, and it is disappointing that the focus by other parties is not on these issues. They'd prefer to campaign to abolish the Dáil prayer, or for HRT to be prioritised for trans women, or for non-binary legislation. This push goes hand in hand with the replacement of breastfeeding with chest feeding and mothers with pregnant people. We are told again and again that this is inclusion, but in truth it's total erasure of women, who we are and what we are as women. This is not about excluding anyone from compassionate care. It is about ensuring that our policies protect the most vulnerable and that decisions are guided by facts, not by pressure from activist organisations. Women deserve dignity, respect and healthcare that acknowledges who we are, not language and legislation that seeks to erase us.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? You know what I mean?
We're not surprised. We know all this already.
But like this is the chair of the Oireachtas Health Committee is pushing this.
Like, but sure, isn't is it the manager or whatever of the National Women's Council? Not a man.
The man
pretending to be a woman.
Yeah.
So there you
go. Yeah. Our one is the Natural Women's Council. That's Jana and
the other one is the National. Yes.
Yeah, the National. Yeah, and there's a man on the board. Yeah, there's a man running it. Like,
in a dress.
Yeah. I remember I was in work in 2015 or 26. It could have been 2016, and it was one of the lads that started to grow his hair long, and he looked a bit like Bruce Jenner, and it turned out he was transitioning into a butterfly or whatever he was transitioning into. But they showed us a video, and that guy was in the video. That Yeah, well, something triggered it. I used to smell my mother's nail varnish, and I think that's what triggered it. All the videos said something sort of triggered it, like, you know what I mean? Something brought them back to it, but yet they still deny that there's no trigger thing for that. Like, I remember seeing that video. I watched the video. You know what I mean? One fella said the feel of his mother's tights. Like, why were you wearing your mother's tights in the first place, you bleeding mad?
Yeah,
Like, you know what I
exactly.
mean?
That's
So
something a whole lot different.
yeah, you know what I mean. So they all had some sort of a triggering thing that triggered it for them. You know what I mean? But then if you ask them, they'll tell you that there's no trigger. You're born with this, and that's it. That's
Yeah,
what you
a lot of
are.
peeping
You
toms and
know?
predators start off that way
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, exactly. Now you have it. So yeah, now they're Sheila is Stephen and Stephen is Sheila. You know what I mean? That's the way it goes now.
Or Sheila's a cat or
So,
dog or a tree.
or whatever. You know what I mean? You don't know. Like, you can be whatever you want to be, and then you have this gender recognition or this gender
Well,
act.
I'd like to identify as a millionaire, but that's never going to happen.
English out there. My bank wants a face scan by the end of November, or my account is gone. On post smart card. I'm not doing it. So fuck it.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what they're pushing for, guys. And they're going to push for this more before Christmas. I'm telling you. They want to bring this in. Excuse me. They want to bring this in. I'm telling you now. And I was told by a very good friend of mine, they're talking about phasing out the money and phasing out the money. I'm telling you now, it's just going to stop on a certain date. They're not going to phase out anything. They're going to tell you they're going to phase it out, and it's just going to stop. Like, my brother was in Liverpool
People
2
use
weeks ago on a
cash.
match.
Cash is king.
I use cash all the time.
Mhm.
But my brother was in Liverpool 2 weeks ago, and the only place that you could use cash was the Pakistani shops. You know, the little shops, the news
Mhm.
agents, and the whole lot. Everything else was card. Go into the ground, it's card. You go on the trains, it's card. You go everywhere you go, it's card. That's just paving the way for digital ID. That's
Yeah, I
it.
know.
End of story. Boycott the card. Like, go in there, buy your shopping, and if they tell you it's card only, we'll just say, well, there you go, leave it there. Let it spoil in the trolley. I'd buy frozen food and everything, just leave it in the trolley and walk away.
Yeah.
They're not going to, they can't be doing that. You know what I mean? Tesco's are already doing it. Tesco's do a facial scan I think, up in Clearwater. I think somebody put videos out about that last year. Like, what do you want to do a facial scan of people for? Now, I'm saying that when you have to go and get this government ID, this, what's it called? Your Scooby-Doo, for, what is it
Yeah, the
called?
national identity card.
The national identity card. That's it. The little green one. Yeah. That's it there. Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
I don't have one of them.
Because the green screen. You don't have one of them. Well, I have one of them, and
They told me I need
I
one
never.
for something, and I said, "Why do I need it? I have a passport and a driving license. I don't need it."
Well,
So I said, "No."
this is exactly what happened with me when I was made redundant. I went down and you were to sign on. You know what I mean? After whatever, like, you know what I mean? Like, I was working for 23 years there non-stop. You know what I mean? And then before that, I was a taxi driver. You know what I mean? So I hadn't been on the social welfare. So, the hoops you had to jump through, like, I'm being honest with you. And then they wouldn't give it to you for 3 months. And then you go off it after 9 months because you only get, and then they means test you again. So, like, I had no social welfare from, Jesus, when was it? Last year? It would have been like for nearly 7 months from the October until June last year. I had no means, nothing coming in at all. Nothing. Yeah. I was just living off what I had in the bank. Like, that's how it all went, the usual. But yeah. Tom and Aaron both did a video. Yes, they did. Yeah.
Now, somebody put up a comment there, and I went over to Mick O'Keefe's page because I saw it in relation to a Debs that was up in Donegal. So I've just sent you on the photograph there.
Yeah, I did see it. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Okay. Lads, like, seriously, this is Donegal. This is
Yeah, I know.
Donegal. Wow. Oh my God. Wow.
That's
Like,
crazy. That is
seriously, that
absolutely
is
crazy.
crazy. Listen, don't get me wrong, they're all probably great friends and everything else, you know what I mean? But, like, look how many different
I know,
nationalities there
I
is
know.
there, and different cultures, and And you'll find that most of the white ones are probably Russian or Ukrainian
Ukrainian,
or
yeah.
Eastern European, you know. Like we saw the pictures of the kindergartens there going back to school as well, the same thing. Up in Donegal and Galway they showed us too.
Yeah.
Wow. That is mad, isn't it?
I was just looking at the one there in the purple dress because I'm not 100% sure because I thought she looked Asian as well, but I'm not 100% sure. But like that is just like that's Donegal. That's not even Dublin. That is
This
crazy.
one here.
The very front row with the purple dress.
There.
No,
There.
that's a man. There, yeah.
She doesn't look as young as the rest of them.
But she looks Asian. So I was just thinking that there's another girl that isn't Irish.
Oh, Jesus, look around you there. Never mind her. Look at the rest of them.
Yeah, I know.
No. Maybe. No. But then again, these lads are all probably, their man dads came here 25, 30 years ago. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it could be,
That's why they're there, you know what I mean? I
Mhm.
wouldn't say they're just migrants coming in there. I'd say they were born and reared up there, maybe, you know what I mean? I don't know. I stand corrected.
No,
It
but we
doesn't
don't
really
know.
matter,
No.
like, you know what I mean? It's really, really, like, that's Donegal, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
That is crazy. But I hope they had a good night, fair play.
Well, probably did. Didn't you?
My bank wants a BIP metric scan. I have until the end of November to do the scan, and my account is gone. I'm not doing it. There's more people. I haven't got that yet. That hasn't been sent to me at all. But as I said, with them cards, them identity cards that you have to get, you have to give a facial scan for them. And I didn't want it. I said, I'm not giving a facial scan. He said, well, listen, if you don't get the facial scan, you don't get paid. And if they kind of blackmail you like that, you have to give the facial scan or you won't be on the system, you know? That's what they tell you. Fingers out, but be careful. Yeah. HRT ain't healthy anyway. Yeah, I know.
That's true.
More bullshit from the commie and the cardigan. Navan was not the pushover she thought it would be. Yeah, I seen that. I think I'll pull your one up there now. Chest feeding. Yeah, exactly. They want to take people's money by making them take biometrics and DNA. Yeah, exactly. The unpost debit card wants people's biometric details. For the government, that's exactly what it is. It's the start of the digital ID. I'm losing my account because I'm not giving in. Yeah, that's just go and take all your money out of the bank now and see what happens, people. You go in tomorrow and start taking all your money out of the bank, you will see these people shitting themselves. I'm telling you now, because they need money in the bank. You know what I mean? They need money in the bank. What happened in Navan? We'll sent it on to Orla in Facebook. This happened in Navan. Did somebody send you something on from Facebook, Orla? If you can check.
Was it through Messenger?
It could have been. I don't know.
Hold on.
Yeah.
When did they send it?
I don't know. A few minutes ago, probably 9:21.
I have nothing been sent in the last few minutes. So I don't know. Like that's not coming up as a name.
Ken Donnelly, Paul, is there anything to be said about Derek Bloy trying to hijack the good work done by Cork Says No last weekend? He's in the poison. He is the poison in the movement and keeping people away. I did say this the other night on the show, and people have called him out over. He went and done a video then yesterday with Ross Lahoyev. Listen, I've great time for Ross. Great time for Ross I have. And the other chap that was with him, I've no problem with. I just know Derek is a snake. I'm sorry. It was actually Tommy that was with Derek yesterday as well, his brother. So I just cannot do Derek anymore. I can't stomach Derek anymore for what he has done. Sorry, Ken Donnelly, if you haven't already, have a listen to Cork Says No X-Space from last night. But yeah, I was on it. It's very good. Yeah. So they're doing bingo live from the George on RTE. No way. Deadly. The Shirley Temple Bar still do it. The youth know no better. Most of them struggle to count change if you hand them. Yes, exactly. And I'm going to be honest with you. Like I know all me people's numbers that I need to know, phone numbers off by heart. You know what I mean? Like you talk to a child now, it's either mummy, they don't know mummy's number. Daddy, they probably know my number, or they know their mother's. But like, I'd know everybody's number. You know what I mean? I would everybody's number. Yeah. I've drove a taxi for 7 years. Never again. Have you not? Part of the Irish passport includes a separate ID card. Well, it's biometric. There is a biometric thing on it. I actually done a bit on that a couple of months ago. A court case already found those cards and the info collected were unconstitutional. Okay, well, there's what we fight with. It's time to stop talking about these and turn up on the streets outside the door. Local councils make their lives impossible. Look at what Nepal did. They managed to turn things. I know they did. Listen, mate, I'm going to be honest, Irish Patriot. It's bad enough trying to get a couple of hundred out on the streets to do anything now. You know what I mean? We can get 10 or 20,000 to go marching from the Garden of Remembrance down as far as the Custom House and do speeches. But you want direct action. You want to get people out for direct action. No, nobody shows up. Nobody promotes it. Nobody gives a shit. They don't want direct action. But John Malloy has the direct action thing going now on the 25th. It's the day after the voting. It's a Saturday. I don't know what we're going to get from that. We're not going to be blocking very much, but I'm sure the towns, when they all come out, they'll all know, you know what I mean? Listen, this is what we're here for. You know what I mean? It's a Saturday. So, you know, I don't think there'll be much disruption. But if there is disruption, all we're really doing is disrupting people on the day off. Let's be honest about it. You know what I mean? It could piss people off more so than it'd bring people on side, you know? I don't know. I'm hoping it doesn't. I'm hoping people see it for what it is. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm just saying, you start blocking people from going to shops or going swimming with their kids on Saturdays. You know what I mean? If you start doing that, it could. I'm not saying nasty, but people could turn against us. You know what I mean? Where we need support, you know. Peter Madden put in a thing there a while ago there. Do you remember I was talking with the fella about when I was talking to you about the fella about the climate change? I must get him on some night. He knows all the stuff about the climate change. And yeah, well, I think Peter was an instructor or a teacher or something to that effect. And he did a good big job, like, you know what I mean? And he was brought in and he was head over this and he just thought, this is not for me. This is all bullshit. And he went and told them this was bullshit. And I think he got, I don't know his full story. I'm sure he'd tell you if he'd come on some night. But he's a good guy. He knows the stuff. We are being replaced. What a horrific photo. Yeah. Such a pity. Donegal as well. It's everywhere, lads. It's everywhere. It's too late to do anything now. Evening all. Yeah,
hey, John, how are you?
Some of these. Yeah. How's everyone? They all look older. I remember my own Debs, 1986. Paul, there's a bit of controversial around them government ID and breach of data of some kind. Yeah, we can check it out. Okay, I'm going to go with... I want to go with Enoch Burke. Okay, Enoch Burke went to work again yesterday and he was stopped by a security guard. Would you believe that? They've hired a security guard and they might be charging Enoch Burke for the security guard. Right, we'll play this and we'll come back.
I'm at work today. I'm here to attend to my workplace. This is where I work.
My response will be the same. I'm not allowed to invent into.
No, I work here as a German and history teacher.
I'm really sorry.
No, I work here as a German and history teacher, and I need to.
You're doing this
no, I'm not. I'm just walking into school as I always have done.
You are walking towards me. I'm always saying.
Yep, because this is my workplace and this is where. Well, I'll just
you.
go around here.
I'm really sorry for that. You're not allowed.
This is what you see now this morning as I come to school. It's Tuesday. You know, I'm here to do my work and just to engage in my workplace, and I'm being obstructed now from entering in the door here by this man. Simply because my crime is apparently, that's why you have this vest here, this security, because I would not call a young boy there. I wouldn't endorse transgenderism, and I'm being obstructed now from going in the door here. We've had the fines, the €66,000. I've been put in a prison cell unjustly for over 500 days, and now I'm being obstructed by this man from going in here. I have a right to be in here today. I have a right. I'm a teacher here. I work here.
If you are intended to be here, you will be here with respect and with your reputation that you are a teacher.
Yes.
But now they have security because you are not allowed to be here, and it's trespassing that you are doing.
No, that's not true. That's absolutely not true. I've been here for the past 7 years. I work here. I've been here every school day, and I have a right to be here. I'm not trespassing.
You need to be thankful to me. I didn't ring the guards till now because.
You do whatever you want to do, but I have been here every day, and I will be here. I will be here. That's not true. I will be here. I will be here where I teach and where I work.
And you want to disturb the decorum of school. Yesterday,
so this is what we have here now. Today, I'm being obstructed from entering into my workplace where I teach and have taught for the past 7 years. Of course, it's all arising out of the fact that I wouldn't accept transgenderism and call a young boy they. We've had the past, we've seen this, we've seen Judge David Nolan. This was his desire now, that I would be treated as a pariah and shut out of the place where I belong, where I'm entitled to be as a Christian, as a teacher, simply because I couldn't feed something to, endorse transgenderism, tell a young boy that he might be a monstrosity to anybody of a sound mind, I would say, but also anybody of a Christian belief. He made them male and female. That's my belief. I'm entitled to be here. This school has a Christian ethos. That's why it was made. That's why Andrew Wilson founded it. It's very sad. We look at the grounds here today. This place I worked for 7 years and continue to come to because that's my duty as a teacher and simply as a good citizen. But I think of the man who built who funded this place, who bequeathed it with his legacy, Andrew Wilson, a Christian man, wanted this school to be a place where young men would be brought up to live a righteous life, to live a good life, to live a moral life, to know the difference between right and wrong. And now instead today, in this school, you're shut outside the gates. You're obstructed from entering if you simply have a belief. That's the state of affairs in this country today. People need to know it. It's not just me, it's happening all around this country. If you have a belief, if you have morals, if you have something you stand up for, if you're a Christian, you're barred and you're put outside the door.
And what was your crime, Enoch?
And again,
why is he blocking you from entering the school?
This man is blocking, security. You would think crime, terrible crime. This man is blocking me because I said I just couldn't call that young child they. I couldn't say they is here in my class today. Where is they today? What did they get in their homework? I just said, no, that's something I can't. I'm a Christian. I believe he created them male and female. That's what I've been engaged to do here, uphold the ethos of the school. That's not my belief. But no, that's why this man is here now. And of course, the Judge David Nolan behind him, who took my salary and encouraged the board here to do this. And no doubt there's money coming in further up that this monstrosity, that this now is what the school will be used for, to shut those who don't endorse transgenderism outside the door.
Wow. So they've hired a security man for him now.
Oh, of course.
I have to say, he's coolness personified. He really is, isn't he? He never loses the head. He never...
And talk about sticking it out. Like, he just, keeps going.
Yeah, he does, yeah. And fair play to him. And why shouldn't he? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Fair play to him. I'd love to see him running for president. I'm being honest with you. You get my vote. My dad thinks he's a great fella. My dad said, yeah, he's brilliant. He's good. He's articulate,
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Paul and Orla. Luke checking in Baldor, Dublin 14. How are you, Luke? Listening in to you both. And hello to the chat. Hello, Luke. How are you, buddy? I was in Letterkenny recently, and I confirm it's usually Africanized and Islamified. I was in shock.
Yeah, sure. Isn't there, aren't they looking to build a big mosque there?
Oh, there's mosques everywhere.
I know.
Somebody done a video the other day. Despicable carry on with the security guard should be ashamed of himself. Yes, he should. The Burkes are some family. Our children are in debt to Enoch Burke. Yes, I'm telling you now. Like, I've said this before. Like, I used to be down in Mayo, and the people I'd be drinking with would say, oh, them nuts, them Burkes, they're nut jobs, they're this, you're that. And you wouldn't know who they'd be talking about. And it was only when I sort of fell out with them sort of people and started with the people I'm with now, like, you know what I mean? People who are wide, you know what I mean? And you start to look and you see, well, you look, the sister was done, what they were all up in court for was righteous things, like, you know what I mean? It was masks and vaccines and old people dying in nursing homes in Coolock and everything. They went to Coolock Garda Station, like, and people they're menace, they're nuisances. Like, the people, everything they went and did was righteous, like, you know what I mean? It was the right thing to do, you know what I mean? And nobody was talking about it. So I salute them, fair play to them, and I'll help them in any way I can. I'm being honest with you. $780 a week for security. Yeah, that's it. So hard to be a Christian when you see this bullshit. Yeah, it's exactly. But then when you look at the Christians being butchered and killed all in Nigeria and everything, everywhere else, you know what I mean? In Syria, there was a load of them butchered and killed in Syria. I think it's 100,000 has been killed in Syria over the last whatever couple of years. Like, you know what I mean? Enoch Powell tipped this. Yeah, he did. Yeah. If my son came in with blue hair, he would go out with black eyes. You know, you'd sit there like that. I want to wear the dress. Get out the fucking get that hole there and start playing hurling or something. Get out or get your Action Man or something. You know. Yeah. Man, well done, Paul, on your live TikTok today, exposing the truth and the abuse you got was horrendous online. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Martina. Fair play.
You're well used to it.
I'm used to getting the abuse. Like I am. Like, you know what I mean? My dad said it to me. Oh, someone said that and someone said this and. It's like water up a duck's back with me, like, you know what I mean? But I did course a few times on the live today,
yes,
so I haven't coursed once tonight. The little guy looks lost, yeah. He's just put there just to annoy people. That's what that is, you know what I mean? If ever I had children of my own someday, they will be homeschooled, no questions, no exceptions, yeah. Air Force, they hang around schools anyway. Might as well put them in a high vis and call it security. My God, the dangerous hypocrisy is mind-blowing.
Yeah.
But these people are living in your areas, and I'll tell you what's happening here. These are not actually on the social welfare. This is the problem here. You know what I mean? They're bringing these fellas in, okay, and they're going to the iPass, and they're getting these houses from the iPass, and then they're getting picked up every day and brought off somewhere. I think they're going fruit picking myself. I think that's what they're doing. They're working for the fruit pickers. You know what I mean? But they're collected out of these houses every day, either by a car or a taxi. You know what I mean? And they're gone for the day, and they're back then at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, whatever time. That's how you're not seeing them there during the day. But this time last year, I seen them. 10 of them getting out of 2 taxis and going to the house across the way. Like the 4 bunk beds. It's a 2-bedroom apartment. You can fit 8 of them in it. Boom, off you go. You know what I mean? That's what they're doing. And they're swapping around every while. Like, that's classed as emergency accommodation as well, by the way. You know what I mean? So they'd be on the housing list. They'd be after being pushed up the housing list in order to get housed. And then they bring their wife and their kids over. Yes, listen. And then we will be no more. That's just the way it will be. I'm going to just no Arabic religion belong in our land. Return to Agda or Odin. Stay away from the foreign Arab religions. On that, I just want to bring this up. A call for a probe into the influence of the Muslim Brotherhood. Have you seen this one?
Oh, was that what Sharon Kyogan was calling out?
Yeah. But hang on there. I'm just going to get through this. The books were the first people to remember Proust. Yeah. They were honestly ahead of us all and everything. They were, yeah. I know they were. And I was following them then, you know what I mean? Has anyone been down to support the 4 people on hunger strike? I'm going in tomorrow, so I'll drop in and see them in the morning. I did send Morris a text to come on Sunday night on the Irish column. They're probably too weak, you know what I mean? I'm being honest with you. Like, it's day 24 today, isn't it? Or 25, 24, I think, isn't it?
I'm not sure. Yeah, it's probably, I think it's day, when I did the post it was 24, so it's probably 25 now, yeah.
Yeah, has anyone copped that only the people dragged into the Irish meeting are Irish into Intrio meeting? Yes. That's the social welfare Intrio, yeah. We're the only ones that's brought in. We're the only ones that's being tested. Like, they're given, listen. A friend of mine was in the queue yesterday, and there's a girl in front of her at the post office getting her social welfare, and she told him to put 250 into such an account, and she said she still got about 400 quid handed to her, 440 quid or something handed to her. Foreign girl, yeah. So, like, and people on the social here now are trying to live on 244. Like, it's stupidity. Like, you know what I mean? Okay. Yes, I have been on Sunday. Ray are in good spirits. Yeah, you were in there, were you? Well done, Adele. Yeah, I'll drop in the morning and see them. Okay, I'm going to play this video. This is Sharon Kyogan. This is brilliant.
Now, Cahirlock, today I wish to call for a discussion on what appears to be a concerning footprint of the Muslim Brotherhood in our nation, and even more worrying, the failure of our government to acknowledge it, let alone address it. The cause of my concern was last spring's closure of the Clonskeagh Islamic Cultural Centre. What appears to be a management dispute bears the hallmarks of a struggle between a leadership accused of brotherhood ties and their financial backers from the United Arab Emirates, who banned the organisation in 2013 following accusations of a coup plot. Indeed, the Irish Muslim Peace and Integration Council has raised concerns about brotherhood ties at Clonskeagh. Let me be clear, this is not about religion. This is about transparency, governance and the ideological influence of a movement that is banned in many Eastern countries, most recently Jordan, where it is outlawed following a sabotage plot. Across Europe, it is heavily restricted and monitored. Yet here in Ireland, we face the serious danger that our government has allowed this ideological network to flourish unchecked. Before we can discuss prescribing or even restricting this organisation and its affiliates, we must know the truth. And currently, we are operating blind. I therefore call on our government and our Minister for Justice to initiate a full investigation into Muslim Brotherhood influence in Ireland. We cannot afford to be naive. The safety, cohesion and even the sovereignty of our republic depends on it.
So, yeah. So let's just look into this. We all know who the Muslim Brotherhood are. They're a terrorist organisation. There it is there. Okay. Let me just return from the Gazdan's Arabic religion. Okay, call for probe into the influence of the Muslim Brotherhood. Ireland faces danger the government has allowed the Muslim Brotherhood to flourish unchecked. Senator, you heard exactly what she said. But let's be honest about it. It was founded in Egypt in 1928 by Hassan al-Banna with the explicit goal of recreating a unified state for all Muslims, the caliphate governed by Sharia law. Its Palestinian branch is the terror group Hamas. And if you remember rightly, we had Dr. Umar al-Qadri coming out in, I think it was 2009 or sometime about that, talking about his brothers in Palestine and his brothers in Hamas, and I'll fight with Hamas. We're with Hamas. The Muslim Brotherhood are with Hamas. The Muslim Brotherhood are a terrorist organisation. Plain and simple, they have been brandished a terrorist organisation by Qatar and everyone else. You heard what she just said there. And the head man there is Dr. Umar al-Qadri, who ran in our local elections and also as an MEP and also in the general elections. This man is the leader of a terrorist organisation. How he could run in anything is beyond me, and how this government are not holding these accountable for this. It's like this is like Bradford and Telford and the whole lot, where no Indians or Muslims are getting charged for anything. There's nothing happening to any of them. You know, that sort of way. It's like as though they have the government in a clutch. You know, something on them or something like that. Because there's no way they should be going unchecked like that. That place out there wasn't closed. It wasn't closed. It was closed because of a rift, all right, between the Muslim Brotherhood. There was talk that there was bombs being made out there and all sorts of crap was being done out there. But we don't know that. We don't know. It's all hearsay and it's malinformation and misinformation and disinformation. But when you're not being told anything and the guards aren't going in to check anything, so they could be digging a bleeding tunnel to Timbuktu in there for all we know. You know what I mean? We don't know what they're doing in there. That's the problem. And this is people want transparency, and I hope there is a thing into this. You know what I mean? I really do. But as I said, the Muslim Brotherhood are a terrorist organization. Look them up. Look it up. The Muslim Brotherhood, and he is the leader. And yeah, CBN News. What's that? News said Ireland has been infiltrated by the political Muslim Brotherhood. Its main aim is to take down the Irish political system. Well, I'll be honest with you, he won't be taking down any political system, Angela. He got 400 bleeding votes out here or something, or 265. And I think as MEP, I think he only got something like 1,700. You know, that was running in the whole of Dublin. So, yeah, I hate to say it, folks, but the island of Ireland now needs to look inside ourselves to protect ourselves from the outside. These people they do not have anyone's interest. Nobody's interest, lads. I'm telling you now. We've been saying this for the last couple of years. People are listening now. I know a lot of people on here always listened, you know what I mean? But it's getting too late now. It's getting too late. Still swallowing Jewish lies and nonsense. Israel created them and Hamas. Maybe they did, yeah. But I'm not swallowing any Jew-ism anyway. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter who created them. They need to go. They're terrorist organization. You know what I mean? Out of this country. Islam sends in their so-called nice Muslims here. They had to get into politics. Once they are in, the mask drops and they take over. It's happened everywhere. Like, you know what I mean? Like, history repeats over and over. Yeah. Yeah. Wait till you get a sting off them fucking hornets. Oh, that's some. I'm at the course now. I was only reading what he done, but like, I got stung by a bee last week. €50 for a bleeding jar of honey. What? That was a good one. Did you like
stung by one? Yeah.
Yep, hornets are horrific. Yeah, and there's a load of them in Cork. I heard they found loads of most Irish people are either brainwashed or going along with those who are selling out our country. Yeah, I agree with you. People just gone too soft. Yeah. And did any of you see this? Oh, hold on there. Any of you see the load of guns that was dug up in France? The boy used to take on the boats to England. Guns were there already. Where for them? Like,
no, I didn't see that.
Yes, I did see that. That was in Calais. They found all them. Yeah, they found them in Calais. Yeah. Council, Labour and Green are already running councils, paying them in deficit to protect mosques and Muslim neighbourhoods. Happening in Bristol now. Also, I was in SA in Salford. Groomers in 80s paid by social services. 2 bombers caught streets from me in Bristol. How are you? Well, tuning in tonight. Yeah, it's happening everywhere. Like, you know what I mean? We don't know. Yous have had it bad for a few years. Like, you know what I mean? You really have. Like, you know what I mean? And it's getting worse. It's not getting any easier. Like, these lads are moving into neighborhoods and taking over the whole neighborhood. Cause trouble next door. People get browned off. Listen to the shite. They sell the house cheaper than what it's worth. Before you know it, everybody along the street is Muslim. They're all Pakistani or Muslims or whatever they are. It happens all the time, you know?
Yeah.
Paul, king of the dad jokes. That was a good one, wasn't it? I thought it was a good one. Yeah. Heard about that. Yeah. How much will it cost to send Orla a picture for the back wall? I have something in mind.
Yes,
I don't know.
Everyone likes seeing an angel.
Yeah. Maybe it was a hornet that cost and been stabbed in the Achilles. Yeah, the hornets have the big ones. Yeah. Oh man, yeah. You'll know. I was sitting there last year, I think it was. I was sitting. I don't know where I was. I was having a smoke somewhere. I was off out the front, and next to this like fly thing landed on me. It was like a mosquito thing, but it wasn't that big. You know what I mean? It landed on my hand. Next thing, I just felt the thing going into me. Oh, it was like a bleeding, a needle that you get for blood. Oh, I nearly bleeding died. The pain of it. I had to bite the thing back out. You know what I mean? Had to go all Bear Grylls on it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Me too. It's called property jihad. Yes, and you have to pay a jizya to these people as well when Sharia law comes in. A jizya is protection money, so as they don't kill you. It's not that they don't bash you; it's that they don't kill you. Yeah. Paul has spare money in his West Wing. Yeah. I'm gonna go down and sit in the other sitting room now in a few minutes after the next video. It wasn't a horsefly. It was a small little. Oh, it was just that was a Kulak wasp, Paul. Yeah, more than likely. Yeah, could actually get 2 pictures. Let me think about it. No problem, Gazden.
Okay, yeah, we'll see.
The WEF is behind this. Oh,
they're behind everything. Them and the WHO.
I was waiting for you. I was waiting for that. I was waiting for someone to throw in the WEF there. So I have a video there that's going to take a few minutes to play. It is, you'll know who she is.
Wendy.
Eva. What?
Eva?
No, it's not Eva. No. This one is good. This one's from America. Wendy. I forget her name there. But,
Can I not send on Eva's?
You sent on. We'll play them in a few minutes. This is what I'm saying to you. Like, we're okay.
I know, because we've loads to get through. No, but I don't see it here. I'm just thinking, did I not send it over? But the EU Commission.
This video, send it over in a minute. Doesn't matter. How the WEF's agenda is mutating. Okay, so let's play this and we'll come back and talk.
And I was so hyper-focused on the World Economic Forum and what they were doing. I have to ask you, has the World Economic Forum been sacrificed? Did we win? Because it kind of went to the wayside, but I know they're not gone. Klaus Schwab was exposed.
Sure, of course they're not.
Right, they're not gone. Mm-hmm. So have they just mutated? Is somebody else taking their place? Did they pass the torch? What is happening?
Yeah, so I would argue, let's go back to what the WEF is by its own description. It's the premier promoter of the public-private partnership. So I think a lot of the policies that they attempt to sell people through the public sector, i.e. governments, was exposed. And I think they've gone to the other side of the public-private partnership and are trying to market some of their policies that are unpopular with significant segments, particularly in the West, via the private sector. I would.
Can you give me examples?
I think that's what's happening. So I guess one example would be, let's take what's happening in Britain, for example, with the so-called Brit card and digital ID. So obviously there's been a lot of political pushback to that. From Keir Starmer, his intention to frame this as a way to solve illegal immigration, which is absolutely a ludicrous idea.
Yeah, madness.
Completely insane. And so, and then they of course come out and said that soon, it wasn't just limited to its use as an alleged work permit; it would expand to all facets of life. But actually, if you look at how the UN has labeled or has sort of laid out its plan really to have digital ID implemented at a global scale, it's not to have it be a centralized digital ID like the Brit card has been proposed. Instead, it's meant to be a vendor agnostic system whereby you would have different vendors sell a digital ID type of platform. And so to the public would see it as decentralized and all these different private sector partners in digital ID that they have the illusion of choice between them. But really all that data is meant to be interoperable. And so that it can all be harvested off of any of these, different digital ID platforms and collated in a mass in a single database. Because ultimately, if you were to have something like BritCard, for example, happen, you would have all of the data be harvested into a single library, what Tony Blair's institute, for example, calls the National Data Library. Mm-hmm. Something like that. So you could have that happen with Keir Starmer's BritCard or something else that it comes from, I don't know, five or six different companies offering different forms of digital ID, but all of that data could still be harvested, from all of those different vendors because they all agree to specific standards. And if you look at some of these alliances about digital ID that were a focus during COVID, for example, like the ID 2020 Alliance, for example, they were all about getting all these different vendors of digital ID to agree to the same set of international standards so that they could harvest the data from any digital ID, no matter who makes it, and have it held in the same global centralized database. So there are different ways to get what they ultimately want, but it all comes down to public perception. So a colleague of mine who I've worked with closely on digital ID for a few years now, Ian Davis, recently wrote about what's going on in the UK, and he's based there. And he posited that maybe what Keir Starmer is doing is actually a bait and switch, that to create all this unpopularity about this style of digital ID, but then someone later could come in riding the wave of the discontent that this is creating and then offer a new solution, which would be more along the lines of what I just described, which is actually how the UN itself and SDG 16, which is the SDG that includes digital ID, the roadmap laid out there is not the same as the one laid out by Keir Starmer. So in that, you still have a public-private partnership, right? But it would be the private leading as opposed to the public leading. And what we're seeing come out of the UK right now is being sold as a public leading thing, and it's grossly unpopular. And I think they're a lot smarter than people give them credit for. I mean, they're fundamentally very manipulative, and they want us to get stuck with the same policy, but they're very apt at selling it different ways, and they know that they've become very unpopular with large segments of the population. And so, like a chameleon, they have to take a different form, but ultimately the goal is to lead people to the same type of, technocratic Orwellian system.
Yeah, I'm back in the studio now. Did you see the studio? Yeah. But yeah, Whitney Webb. It's not, it's a studio. Look at the studio.
It looks like a
I'm going to work on this. I'm going to work on this for next week. I'm going to put something on this telly and something on this telly and then something on the big telly at the back. You know what I mean? I'll leave it with me. I'll have a go. I love Whitney Webb. She's so intelligent. It'll be the hill I die on. I will never sign up for digital ID. Yeah, and anyone who's not following Whitney Webb, go on to Whitney Webb's Twitter or X. Go on to X. Go on to her Facebook. I think she's on TikTok as well. Go on to all of them. She is a fountain of knowledge. I'm telling you now. She is just brilliant. So I watch her all the time. I get a lot of the stuff from her. You know what I mean? Sadly, the PSC is a form of digital ID. Listen, lads, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Paul, stop teasing. This is the new studio, yeah. But the girl said a solution to the problem you won't have a problem. We pay our taxes, have driving license, passport, except that we don't need this. Yes, I understand that. I do understand that. But it's people, it's the better than RTE studio, Paul. Yes, thank you very much. It is, isn't it? I'll mess about with that now over the next. I'll put the Irish column background behind me there on that, and I'll have Orla on one screen and Anthony or somebody on the other talk. And we'll do something. This match of the day presented by Paul Desmond Lynham. You got a P.O. box, Orla. Yeah, have you got a P.O. box, Orla? He wants to send you 2 pictures. Yeah. If you go into the comments there, go on to send me a text in there, and you can send them to me. Okay, I'll let you send them to me, and I'll get them to Orla, along with these 8 cans of Bulmers that are nearly out of date. Oh, sure, I'll see you. I'll see you in the next few weeks, probably. But you get it there. Orla live 089 203 1521. Lads, we're up to nearly.
I sent you on Eva's video there about the EU budget from the EU Commission.
Yeah, I'll get it downloaded now in a second. But there you go. You get us there.
A good bit, I want to talk about the Irish businesses closing, and then Michael McCarthy done a very good video on mass migration.
Yeah, did you see the Michael McCarthy video where he's walking with your man doing the Freemason hand sign? Have you seen that video?
No, I didn't see that one now.
People aren't happy about that now. There's a lot of people talking about Michael there now.
Who was doing the sign?
Michael was. As he was walking, he had the triangle, the fingers, like Catherine Connolly. Yeah. I swear to God, yeah. I'm not.
Who had that up?
I'm seeking to find it. If somebody has that video there, I did see it yesterday. It was on TikTok. And if somebody can send it in to me, the Michael McCarthy one where he's doing the triangle shit. Now people will catch this now and they'll probably say, "Oh, look, Paul's a Freemason." Looking through the eye there and the whole lot. You know what I mean? Get that picture quick, click.
You're just digging a grave for yourself. Like, keep digging.
Sure I know. Yeah. The lefties will have the pictures. Look at Paul. He's doing this and he's woohoo. You know what I mean? Couldn't give a shit. I couldn't care less. But you can watch us there live if you can. We're up to 800 there now, people. You get us on X at FitzyDub, at Anthony L. Casey, and at Rugamorph27, and also Ireland Force 23. You get us on YouTube at the Irish Column and at Deal Heron, and on Facebook, Paul Fitzsimons. And as always, you will get us on www.theirishchannel.com/live. You'll get us there on a Sunday from 9 till 11:30, and you'll also get us on a Wednesday, www.theirishchannel.com/live. And if you could buy us a coffee, that would be brilliant too, because this all needs to be paid for. I don't need to be paid. I love doing this. So, yeah.
I want to be paid because I have to put up with him.
No, it's okay. We're good. But a few more comments there. I don't have the bit clipped, unfortunately. Missed that, to be honest. What bit are you looking for? Okay, Paul can come to Kerry too, and we'd all have a laugh. Lol. Yeah, Orla and Paul. Yeah, of course. I'll get down. We have a bit of crack. Yeah. Freemason symbols. Yes, he was with Callum Lapsey. Okay, do I need to look for that? Callum Lapsey, is he on Twitter?
It wasn't done as a joke, because like Callum does all the funny stuff.
Well, listen, Orla, I don't know. You know, I really don't. I'd love to think it was a joke, but
well, I
it
hope
was
so.
very, yeah. Well, yeah. What's his name? Callum Lapsey, was it?
Mm.
Callum Lapsey.
Cal's under different videos on X. He's under Woke Up Ireland and all different ones.
I know, different Cal. This is different Cal. This is another fella he was with. It wasn't Cal.
Yeah, but that Cal there mentioned by Blessington says no. That's the Cal that we know, like Cal and Cat.
Where's Blessington says no saying that? What are you talking about?
That comment.
Yeah.
That's Callum. That's Cal.
He was with Callum Lapsey. Was it Cal? Okay, I didn't know Callum's name was Callum
Cal's
Lapsey.
name.
I didn't know that was his name. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Can I find a Cal?
But Cal's under he's different accounts over on TikTok, like.
He's Leo, your leader. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's also under. Is it Woke Up Ireland or something? Like he's a couple of different accounts. So which account is it on? Is that the correct Cal?
I don't think that's Callum. No, I don't think so. I'm not seeing it here. No, I'm not seeing it. No, it definitely wasn't him. I seen the video. I saw the video. So no.
Oh, right. And it wasn't that Cal.
It didn't look like him. Didn't look like him at all.
Cal, you know what Cal looks like. You know his voice.
Yeah. Lads, keep sharing this out there on share it out there on X if you can. Keep going there. We're flying there. Yeah, no, I'll have to look and see can I find it. But sorry, you said to me there's a video there from
Eva's video, yeah.
Eva's video. Okay, we go with Eva. That we'll come back.
So the European Commission, under the leadership of Ursula von der Leyen, whom you know I'm very fond of, has just proposed its new budget for the period of 2028 till 2034. And I kid you not when I say that I had to check this like 5 times to make sure that I wasn't hallucinating and to make sure that the person who wrote it down didn't fall asleep with their nose pressed on 0, because the budget that they are proposing is 2 trillion euros. That is 2,000 billion euros, or a 2 followed by 12 zeros. Now, I can't even begin to visualize that. I mean, I think that most normal people have no idea what that even means, like 12 trillion euros. But obviously, this is our taxpayers' money, and it is a 60% increase with respect to the previous budget. So you might ask, we could have seen coming from miles away, of course. They are going to set aside 100 billion euros for support for Ukraine, 130 billion euros for European defense, and 400 billion euros for crisis management. What self-created crisis might that be? Well, you pick one, but they're setting 400 billion euros aside for it, so it should tell you something. And the other one, 200 billion for, I quote, Europe in the world. And that entails, according to their website, European enlargement. So they're not even hiding that. You know, we all know which country they mean by that. And external action. So that's most likely a ton of money that they're going to spend on foreign aid in countries like, I don't know, countries in Africa, most likely, right? And is there anything that they decided to cut back on? Well, yes, ladies and gentlemen, there is one thing. And you guessed it, it's the farmers. Agriculture is going to be put together with cohesion, whatever that may be, and the funds for those 2 posts are going to be cut in half. So yeah, the one thing that they've decided to not spend as much money on is on the people who provide Europeans with their food. Makes a hell of a lot of sense, doesn't it? I mean, it's totally in line with their destructive agenda. It's totally in line with everything they've done. And it's the very reason why I keep on saying that we will not get anything done and we will not make Europe great again unless we leave the EU. Because what is going to happen now? Germany has already said, oh, no, this is too much for us. The Netherlands is also complaining that it's too much. But what will end up happening is that instead of this 60% proposed increase, they will probably compromise and go down to, let's say, I don't know, 40% increase, which still means that we're going to end up spending an obscene amount of money on their destructive agenda. And the only thing that will happen is European people will become victims of that. We will be paying even more for our own destruction. The only answer to this story, I keep on saying it, leave the EU.
She's right. Leave the EU. We have to.
But if you listen to that, it sounded very much like money is going to be spent on war, Ukraine, more war, and the defense of Europe, which will be more war, bringing more countries into Europe, which will probably lead on to more war, and then cutting the farmers in half. So yeah, it's wonderful. It's great. Absolutely fantastic.
How can we leave the EU when the EU owns us? Yeah, listen, we need to sit back down here and start renegotiating deals. And the triple lock is one of them too. We need to stop this now. Micheál Martin said it yesterday. Yes, of course, if they're going to send troops to Gaza, he's thinking about sending troops to peacekeeping troops to Gaza. Come on, lads. You know what I mean? That's not our war. We need to stay out of these wars. Get away from these wars. Don't be sending money to them either. You know what I mean? You start sending money in aid and everything else, that's taking a side, you know. And Vladimir Putin, is he the demon they're all saying he is? I don't think he is. I've been watching Russian television as well. Like, you know what I mean? It's banned in Europe, so as people won't see the truth. Like, you know what I mean? So RT television, lads. Go on to Odyssey, download Odyssey, or just go onto the Odyssey website and watch RT television from there, and you'll get to see everything. I'm being serious now. Hello, Paul, and greetings, Orla. This is Eamon watching from Harmonstown, Dublin 5. Good evening to everyone. How are you, Eamon? All right, Eamon. How are you? Dublin Síochána at Dublin Síochána 1999. If you're a guard, Eamon, I hope you're on airside, and I hope you've left. Joined us, to be honest with you. Sadly, Micheál and Simon won't leave the EU. They'll be leaving the doll. So
yeah. Well, I called it out the other day about Simon Harris saying that they would be very happy to show their support to Ukraine and this, that, the other. And I said, well, that's fine. That's no problem. I said, I will quite happily, pay for a one-way ticket for you to go over there, and you can do whatever you want over there. But if they think they're sending our children over to be killed in a war that has nothing got to do with us, they can think again.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Irish Army is just another form of social welfare. Or exit. We do, Vincent. We need it. Or exit. We do. And unfortunately, listen. Unfortunately, the man who helped Nigel Farage do this has turned on the nationalist movement. So we'll be doing it without him. So yeah. Hello, greetings to you, mate. Yeah.
Right. Let's move on. And I sent you a video because this is important to highlight in relation to Irish businesses. And there's a couple of things on it. There's one above it as well about Dunnes Stores. So this is really important to be highlighting.
Yeah, I have it there. I'll play the video first. Business is closing. It's only 50 seconds long. So yeah.
In the last week alone, we have seen some well-known stores come out to say that they are in trouble and that they're going to have to close some stores across the UK and Ireland. So River Island have come out to say that they are closing 33 stores across the UK and Ireland. Then we have Deals, who are also saying that they are needing to close stores across the UK and Ireland and may have to close up to 49 stores. And today we see Claire's Accessories are in trouble and that over 2,000 jobs are at risk. Again, across the UK and Ireland. If we look back to April in Ireland, we will remember that New Look had to close their doors. Is online shopping the future, and are shops just going to close because they're not getting the same footfall as they have been getting, or what is going on? When is the last time you actually went into a shop to make a purchase?
And there lies the problem.
Yeah.
When was the last time you went into a shop to make a purchase?
I go in all the time. I don't do any.
Yeah, I know you do. People like going into the shops, but it's been made too easy. The same way as you have people sitting at home just ordering takeaways and getting them dropped by helicopters and shit like that. It's just a lazy society now we have that people. It's easier just to I'll click it. I'm not going to the shop. I'd rather click it. I'd rather do this. I'd rather do that. You know, it's made too easy now.
Well, we had a Claire's Accessories that closed within the last couple of years in Carlow. Next has closed a load of stores as well. We actually have River Island in Carlow, so I'll keep an eye if that's going to be one of the stores that's closing. I don't know. Then up above that, this is I was totally shocked by now with this. This is the one about Drogheda.
Yeah.
Like this one is when these start closing their doors, like this is serious. And bear in mind, Christmas is only 2 months away, and how many people now are going to be out of a job? It's just a screenshot. No, it's a screenshot right underneath it.
Okay, hold on there. I'll read it now, and I will share the entire screen. There you go. That's Dunn Stores. The Dunn Stores grocery outlet on West Street, Drogheda, is due to close within weeks. We have learned. We have been told that the staff members were informed on the decision yesterday. The Drogheda leader contacted Dunn's management with comment this morning. They didn't get it yet. But how long is that there in Drogheda?
But it's
in the main street, is it? West Street. Yeah, Dunn's. Yeah.
It's Dunn Stores.
Yeah.
And seemingly they were given, because somebody messaged me about this morning, and that's where they live. And they said that the staff got 2 weeks' notice. Like, this is just great. Like, this is Dunn Stores.
Dunn Stores is a big Irish company, yeah, exactly. Yeah, where else are they going to pull out? You know, town centres and barber shops.
Then I saw the other day, there's a cafe in a place in Carlow called Grey Cullen, called the Lazy River, and they're closing up as well. And like, that'd be a well-established cafe that's been around for years and would normally get a lot of local support. They're closing the doors.
In Carlow?
In Carlow town, yeah. I couldn't believe it, because this is not a business you'd be thinking, you know, this would be a business that has been around for years.
Yeah, but you only have to look at Clonmel as well.
Yeah.
Like Paul Collins from Town B bought up all of them shops for something like 900 grand. Like, there's about 15 or 20 shops there. That's the whole mall he owns.
Yeah.
He bought that in 2012 in the crash, you know, when everything crashed, and he probably bought it off Nama. And I'm being honest with you, the same man was in debt to Nama to the tune of 49 million. So how could he buy anywhere? You know, how could he still own that now if he owed 49 million? Yeah. Like, that debt was rolled off, you know what I mean? So
no, it's ridiculous.
And now he's the king of the iPass centres, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And there's fecal in Clonmel.
Into an iPass centre. What?
Probably will be, yeah. Turn into an iPass centre. Cheers, Karen.
Karen Green, yeah. Thanks, Orla and Paul, for highlighting the situation about Dunn's. It affects 27 staff. Relocation is a solution, but it doesn't solve the problem.
Well, and where would you relocate? Get there, like.
Well, where would you relocate to? Was it up to Dundalk or somewhere? I'd say they have a big shop in Dundalk as well, have they? You know.
But things are bad when the likes of Dunn Stores is closing.
Yeah. Probably too many thieving from Dunn's in that town is my guess. Yeah, there you have a sheepdog. Good man. Drogheda. I'm going to label them. Drogheda is full of Roma gypsies. Full of them. So I'd say that's exactly why that place is closing down. It's losing too much money. Because I know for a fact that they're told not to stop these people. Well, maybe the Romas they do, but I know with the migrants in the shops and everything in town, they're told they get so much as like for losing stock, you know, the sort of way they get paid, say 20 grand or something like that for lost stock, you know, the sort of way. That's what they do. It's made up, and that's the way it is. So you're not confronting these people, you know what I mean? But please, everyone, buy local Irish. Christmas is coming. Make sure these long-time businesses have a happy Christmas as well. Love the show, Orla and Paul. Cheers, Mary. Fair play to you. Martin only said it the other night. We were talking about it the other night. Boycott all these other shops that are not Irish. Go in and have a look. If they're not Irish shops, out you go.
Yeah, just try and shop Irish wherever possible.
Listen, it'll cost you a few quid more, but I think it'll be worth it in the long run. I'd say they'd start putting
and try and physically go into the shop rather than just buying online. It's very rare that I buy online.
Vape shops are all a waste. There's a load of scams in places, and they rip people off as well. A good friend of mine went to them a month ago and he got scammed. Listen, Mate, they're all the same. The barber shops, the vape shops,
the kebab shops. Yeah, I
the
know.
phone shops, the kebab
Yeah.
shops, they're all fronts. That's what they are for money laundering. They're laundering money. I'm telling you now, that's what they're doing. But listen, Dunn Stores, I hope everyone does get a job out of it, and I hope they can travel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's only 2
It's
months.
going to be
Like, this is one of the worst times people to be losing their job.
it's 27 staff. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
2 months before Christmas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then look at Deals. It's closing. River Island's
Yeah.
closing. Claire's Accessory. How many
Yeah.
staff is going to be gone from there as well?
Yeah. Martin McCushy. Why are parents not questioning the number of days kids are getting off school due to training days for teachers? No one is questioning why. More plotting and planning. Yeah.
Oh, I should have thought that a long time.
Yes, they are. Should we seen the video from last year that Jana put out there? Do you remember from that lady? Yeah.
Right. Let's see what else.
What could you say when you take a look at any small towns in Ireland? Every shop is a phone shop, kebab shop, or barbers. Can you blame them? Sure, they're getting grants while Irish are suffering. Yes, exactly, they are. Yeah, 100%.
Now, actually, this is another very serious one. Now, it's Michael McCarthy. And there's writing later on. I can read that out anyway, just it'll be easier. But this was shocking. This is a young girl, underneath its label, young girl attempted kidnapping on camera in Birmingham. This was shocking.
Hold on. I think I downloaded this. Where is he? No, I didn't. I had got it. You sent it to me, didn't you?
Yeah.
You did send
it's up further. Do you know what I mean? Because it had to transfer it over from the other day. It's actually it's on top of where this is Indonesia. Where is Greta?
Yeah, I see it there.
Yeah.
Jesus, I have seen this, and it's horrendous. I'll just give a bit of a backstory on it there. That's what they're pulling down.
Oh, the kidnapping here. I'll read this bit out. So it's a Muslim father and son have been charged with a kidnapping of a 15-year-old girl in Birmingham at the weekend. The child was forced into a car. Bear in mind, this is in broad daylight. In a busy city centre. Like, loads of people are walking up and down. They're not even doing anything. And then an older man comes to try and help her. Muhammad Ali, there you go, age 49, and his son, can't even pronounce it, 20, attempted to bundle the teen into a vehicle in central Birmingham. But what gets me is just watch it. Like, look at all the people just standing there watching this, and an older man tries to go and save her. Now, luckily enough, somebody's able to open the door for her to get out, and she goes running, and the son goes running after her. But this is broad daylight.
Yeah, I'll play it now in a minute. I did. Yeah, it's just pulling down there now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have seen it. And Jesus Christ, it's crazy. I'll just play it.
I know Birmingham's bad, but like, this is just unbelievable. But the people just standing there watching.
But this is what's happening now. People, I've said this, people don't know who's in their area. They don't know what's going on. They haven't got a clue. And they're afraid to say anything in case, they're in this, they're in ism, you know what I mean? Or a phobe, you know, an Islamophobe. And I'm sick of it now at this stage. Like, you know what I mean? I really am. I'm sure everyone else is as well. Jesus, lads are flying out to 900 there. Fair play to you. Thank you very much. Keep liking, sharing, and we've another hour probably left. So, yeah, fair play to everyone. Thanks very much. 900 live, fair play to you. Like, share, send it out there. Get us on X, get us on YouTube at the Irish Column, Deal of Hair, and you also get us on Facebook at Paul Fitzsimons and on www.theirishchannel.com/live. Yeah, let me just play that now. I'm going to play this video now. I'm going to come back.
I've been gone for a week, but I'm back. This happened in Birmingham. A young girl, watch them, put into this car. A young girl is kidnapped during the day. And watch everyone just watching, standing by, except for these two girls who go up, fair play to them, and intervene. And this old man, which is shocking. Everyone else standing around, and this man with a walking stick A white older man comes up to help. And the girls take a picture of the reg plate. Look at him, trying to stop it. Middle of the day in Birmingham. This is England. The quote says, grooming gangs still very much going. And luckily she escapes. And you'll see her running down the street. And people running after her. It's mad, this is England. This is something you'd see in the third world. Someone opening the door. They let her out there. You see her running then. See her? Someone running after her.
Wow.
And you can see the guy running after her. Like, you can see he's foreign, you know? Like, that is just unbelievable. But the amount of people, why did they just surround the car? You know, to have gotten her out. Like, the car couldn't move then to get her out. Like, this was not like a street that nobody was on. There was loads of people around. Like, that girl was 15 years old.
Wow.
Like, that's just shocking.
That is. But like, this is what's happening. It's happening everywhere. It's happening here too. Trust me, it's happening here too. You know what I mean? No, whether people are seeing it or not, obviously they're not seeing it, because a lot of us would stop that. You know what I mean? If I seen that happening, I'd stop it, you know?
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Wow. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I have there now. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to go with your homeless figures.
Yeah.
In Ireland, this is our homeless figures. So I'm just going to go with this. And then I have a video there from Tracy O'Mahony I want to play.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Let's just share this here. So there we have it. 16,353. Our homeless figures hit a new record. In August, there were 1,653. There were 1,653 people in emergency homeless accommodation in Ireland, including 5,145 children and 11,208 adults. This represented a significant increase, with the national figure surpassing 16,000 for the first time, and a record high for homelessness in Dublin, with 11,567 people affected. National figures for August 2025, total homeless 16,353, children under 18 5,145, adults 11,208, single adults 7,170, and families 2,391. Total homeless 11,567. That's the national. Then Dublin figures is 11,000. Look, Dublin alone has total homeless 11,567. 1,693 families, children in families 3,813, and single adults 4,971. There's a lot, and that's not even the people who are still living with their mothers and fathers and their brothers and sisters or whatever in the one house. There's 3 generations of people in some houses here. You know, it's closer to 300,000, I'd say. I'm being honest with you. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And that they're bringing in nearly 400,000 people in housing. I mean, when their own, you know, come on.
Yeah. Will you swipe to the next screenshot? Now,
there you go.
That there is Mick O'Keefe. Can you read the thing underneath it? This again just shows what's going on.
Yes, I can indeed. In 2009, Ireland issued 7,962 work permits. 1,788 of them were to Indians. In 2024, Ireland issued 39,390 work permits. 13,566 was to Indians. And because they can bring their families, that means over 25,000 Indians added last year. If you weren't discussing illegal immigration, you are lost, Mick O'Keefe. And he is right. But there you go. Sorry.
Yeah.
You can see it there from Afghanistan. Look. Look, 2024. Look at this. India with 25,000. Look, the next one up then was United Kingdom. Ukraine with 10,000 in 2024. With more than 10,000. Zimbabwe with 1,600. UK. I'd like to see Nigeria. Where's Brazil? Look, in Brazil we had 10,870.
Yeah.
Where's Nigeria? Nigeria is there, 5,500. It's crazy, isn't it?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Look at this video now. Watch this crack. What the hell's he doing with that stick? Now, bear in mind, for anyone gets worried, he doesn't do anything with it, but look, just watch. Absolutely shocked. Is this how they do their training?
I don't know. Play it and see.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's he going to do?
You get a smack of the stick if they don't.
Matt, whatever the hell you call it. Like, did you ever see the like of that? That is disgusting.
No, listen.
And then all the girls covered over as well. I know what I'd like
if you
to
don't put your left foot out, it must be a thing. If you don't have your left foot facing frontwards, that's a thing. It must be a thing against their religion. Or, geez, I'm after missing loads of comments there. Sorry, people, I really am. John Malloy, on the eve night of the 25th, we are highlighting the homeless by doing a camp out on the GPO, calling everyone to help us out. Yeah, we will do that more nearer to the time as well, John. Yeah, but on the 25th, you have the national shutdown. And somebody sent me on the video. I'll play it in a while. Fair play, John Malloy. Poor girls. Fuck them grown-up single men sitting around iPad Centre scratching their arses.
Yeah.
Out, send them all home. Put the homeless Irish in them instead. Problem solved. Yeah. Send them Ukrainians back home too.
100%.
Yeah, listen, you can book a weekend away. You can book a weekend away in Ukraine for little or nothing now. It's cheaper to go to Ukraine than it is to have a few points in Dublin in city. Yeah. Seriously, it's ridiculous. Like, Jesus Christ, that noise is dreadful. Yeah, I know.
I hate that music. I hate it. Just fills you with dread. I think there's going to be a bomb or something going off. Hate it.
Treating them like cattle. Cattle get treated better over there. Well, the cows are sacred, aren't they, over there? Yeah. No camera, that stick be bouncing off your head.
Or the wildlife. Or the women.
It's the Cabal hokey cokey. Have to exit door leading to with right foot. Is it the right foot? I thought that was the left foot. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. I hope you stick it up his arse.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to do with it. Did you actually see this thing? It looks like an X post is underneath. It's actually really interesting. It's the Denmark statistics where they traced a couple of families over, is it 2 generations?
We did speak about that the other night, I think.
It was actually, it's very well done, the video now. I thought it was quite interesting, but not in a good way.
I still have it here. I'll pull it back up, but I'm sure we did do it the other night. Yeah, I'm sure we did. We did talk about this the other night.
But we didn't play the video, so we didn't.
I don't know. I think we did play the video. What's it called again?
It's labeled Denmark statistics. It's
Denmark statistics.
It's underneath the Islamic education.
You follow 381 families. Is that one?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pulling it down there now.
Yeah. It's quite interesting, as I said, the way they've tracked it.
Yeah.
This won't be just going on in Denmark. This will be going on in every country all over Europe, because the trend follows.
I had all of these pulled down for Sunday night, but they're in the other studio. They're in the Irish Column studio. You know what I mean? They're on the save down here, so I have to pull them back in here now.
Imagine you turn around saying, "Oh, Jesus, Orla, what do you think I was doing for the last few days? On a break? I'd love a break."
I thought you did have a break. I thought she hasn't sent me anything. Jesus, I'll have to wing it here tonight. I was thinking to myself, proportionality if reversed per capita. The amount of Indians that entered Ireland over the last number of years is the equivalent of 76 million going to India. Yeah, exactly. Think about those numbers, lads. Yeah, well, okay, I'm going to play this now if it's pulled down. Yes, it is.
In 1992, the Danish government passed a law allowing the immigration, specifically of 321 refugees from Palestine. And the study followed them from 1992 to 2019. Out of the original 321 Palestinians, 204 ended up being convicted of a crime. 71 of them were jailed, and 176 ended up on welfare. So that accounts for 63% became criminals and were convicted, and more than half ended up on welfare. So they followed the second generation. They had 999 children. 337 ended up being convicted of a crime. 132 of them ended up being jailed, and 372 of them ended up on welfare. So that's a 34% conviction rate and a 37% welfare rate. Their very own Justice Minister later stated in a 2019 interview, and this is the guy who presided over this entire thing, by the way, and I quote, "These asylum seekers should not have been let in."
What's that? What? Shouldn't have been let in? No kidding. But like, this is going to go on everywhere. Like, do you know, they're coming over here as economic migrants to sit on the social welfare system, and then what are they handed? A free house and a free medical card and everything else handed out to them, and PlayStations, the whole lot. It's great crack.
What sort of man leaves this country while it's been invaded for life on welfare and handouts? The ones who can come over here and get a house and then bring their wife and kids over within 12 months. That's what these people are doing. How can you
have refugees from Nigeria when half of our hospitals have Nigerian doctors? Do people not think that that's not normal?
What's your thoughts on Coruscant High Court case ruling to be given on the 23rd? Dee sent me a video today. I just seen the start, but I didn't get a chance to watch it. I was up at that where that chap was stabbed today. So yeah, I will have a look at it. I don't know, Angie, really to comment on it enough on it. I should have really watched it today. I'm Cooper from Cork County. How are you, Cooper? How's things, mate? Hi, Orla. You should get the message out. Owen Linehan's book, Vandalising Ireland. Everyone should get it. I think it's out today, isn't it? Or was it yesterday? So yeah, Owen's a good one. I like Owen. He's a good man, you know what I mean? And he calls it how it is. So yeah, please do have a look at it. Buy the book. I think it's out on Amazon today. Vandalising Ireland. Might get a signed copy off him for doing that. Keep the faith, yeah. The scammer geese, yeah. Jesus, yeah, I know that. Where are we? When you say the scammer geese, what did I get today? Right, okay. I'm gonna just play this Michael McCarthy one.
Which one is this now?
The one about with the signals, with the watch. Just watch it, Orla. Okay, watch it and see what you think.
Last year.
This time last year, yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, short form. It's easy.
Yeah.
It felt like, when you're starting off making these videos, depending on how they do, you kind of you make yourself unemployable.
Yes.
So I knew I was kind of jumping off a cliff in a way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I understood that, if I have to kind of make this work. So.
God.
Yeah.
You're kind of scaring me now.
Yeah.
That worked. Last year.
This time last year, yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, short form. It's easy.
Yeah.
It felt like, when you're starting off making these videos, depending on how they do, you kind of you make yourself unemployable.
Yes.
So I knew I was kind of jumping off a cliff in a way.
Oh.
That looks like an old video. Doesn't look recent. But do you know what I'll do?
I wouldn't be too worried about when it was. I'd be worried about the hand signals. That's what
do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask him myself. I'm not going to comment on it. I'm going to ask him myself. I'll message him.
Okay.
Simple as that. Because that's the problem with this movement. Everyone just, let's ask him.
Yeah.
I'll see if he answers me.
Yeah, I'm sure he will answer you. Sure, he talks to you all the time, doesn't he?
No, I don't talk to him.
I thought you spoke to him all the time. No.
But see, I get his videos from X, but I don't use X. So my account is closed. So, or I get it from TikTok. Like, but I've no reason to message him. Do you know? I just because I think
well, I'm just telling you, Sheepdog GT is coming back on the scene. Dáil Éireann, at Dáil Éireann, one of the original honest that called out his carry on years ago. Yeah, he's Rowan is a good lad. I have to say, he's a good man. Rowan Croft, GT, he's a friend of mine. I know him from Coolock, the whole lot. He ran the elections up here. Rowan, Gran Turismo, they used to call him. Well, that's his name, GT. And he's been calling this out for years, you know what I mean? But fair play. And Rowan comes on, and we get Rowan on the show one night to have a chat with us for a few minutes. Yeah, that's no problem. He's a friend of mine, so I'm sure he will. He almost got it. Was a live stream. That was a live stream or something. I don't know when that was, or can anyone tell me when that was?
I don't know. It just, you see, you don't know. You see, a video can go up and it could be from ages ago. I don't know. But no, I'll message him and I'll ask him and see will he reply to me.
Somebody just said it's recent, and a hand steeple is a sign of authority and confidence. Okay. A lot of young men made that. A lot of young men made a hand steeple.
So was others.
Yeah, it was kind of Andrew Tate, anti-establishment jester. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just telling you what. If you look at the comments, he's getting a hockey out in the comments. You know what I mean?
You say the hand signal stands for something else. Is that what other people are saying?
Freemason stuff, yeah, and all that. Yeah. Damn keyboard. Martin Murphy said the other day, don't judge someone if you haven't broke bread with him. Yeah, I agree with you. I do agree with you.
That's what I said. Like, I mean, I really like Michael. I think the work he does is fantastic.
So do I.
I would be extremely disappointed if there was something untoward going on. But I'll ask him myself.
Yeah. It was 2 days ago, apparently. Yeah. Okay. GT is a legend. He is a legend, yeah. Someone said Sunday. My son did that hand signal. A few of his classmates did it to annoy teachers. Yeah, okay, yeah. Listen. I don't know much about it, to be honest with you. I'm just playing the video like what people have said there in the comments. Orla's going to talk to him herself. Orla will get to the bottom of this. Blessing it says no. There's a load of bad stuff being put out about Michael McCarthy since he put up a video about the whistleblower young lad in the LGBTQRX group. Yeah, this could be what it is. You know what I mean? You don't know, but like I'm going to be honest, it doesn't help you. It doesn't help you. It has people talking. You know what I mean? There is a lot of people on our side that, you know, see that now and go, oh, he's this and he's that.
I know.
Yeah, that's what happens. I wouldn't read into it. I'm the same, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'll ask him myself.
He's under Kelly's wing. Which Kelly?
Seems Kieran Kelly.
Yeah, well, he's Wild Geese as well. So yeah, let's. He has been talking to the Wild Geese. He has been doing lots of things. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, how many? Jeez, that's a big email.
What's a big email?
No, it's not an email. I have stuff downloaded there that I need to talk about. It's about the Athlone iPass Centre. There's a whistleblower guy came to me and a guy came to me there and wanted me to read out all of this. There's a bit. I'm going to read it now. I'm actually going to read it now. I'm not going to put it up on the screen. I'm going to read it. Okay. Hang on there for a sec. Hold on there. I'm going to put on. I can't actually answer the call. So, okay, listen, I'm going to read this. This is from, this is exposing an iPass Centre in, first of all, the main companies that are involved in the running of Lissy Woolen iPass Centre are Trailhead, OCW Catering and Trespass. I worked as a security officer in the Athlone iPass Centre in Lissy Woolen. Okay, let's not talk about that. Yeah, when I started, the majority were Irish security. And just yesterday, I was told by an insider that they are mostly immigrants and migrants who are working as security in the iPass Centre in Athlone. During my time at the centre, I was mostly doing security in the main marquee, which was the main office area, maintenance room, first aid room, computer room, classrooms, canteen area, and kitchen. There are currently 150 single fighting age men with over 20 different nationalities living together in the Athlone iPass Centre. These men spend most of the day hanging around the campsite playing football. Some have their own PlayStations where they wage bets on each other on the games. Even though they are fed 3 times a day, some cook their own food. at the side of the main tent, which is a fire hazard within itself. From day one, working in the Athlone IPAS Centre, there was always trouble with the migrants. There was always trouble during lunch, dinner, and nearly every day, hours and hours every day, there'll be trouble. Say, for instance, violence and aggressive behaviour towards staff and amongst each other, and us security would have to escort the aggressive migrant out of the canteen. By the next day, even after writing pages and pages of reports to the chief of security and the manager of the Athlone IPAS Centre, the migrants would be allowed back in like nothing happened. There was never any follow-up or action taken on these reports. Nearly every day I worked as a security in the main canteen, the migrants would always try to get second dinners, always argue and fight with each other with the kitchen staff, which are mostly Arab Muslim men, Ukraine girls, also 2 or 3 Irish chefs. And us security would have to escort the aggressive migrant out of the canteen. There are only a few examples of the migrants being escorted from the canteen I've seen so many times. The main reasons for escorting them would be drug taking on site, drinking on site, being disrespectful to staff, for violent and aggressive behaviour, for verbal abuse, for being pugnacious, for antagonistic behaviour. As our security got this abuse off the migrants every day I worked in the Athlone IPAS Centre, we were constantly disrespected, aggressively and intimidating towards staff. These are only 2 examples of some of the aggressive and violent behaviour in the site. One of the dangerous migrants who was caught on social media near the IPAS Centre, allegedly following a teenager, was recently involved in an altercation on site. He broke a bottle off the table and threatened to stab another migrant in the neck. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is the Lissy Bullen Athlone. Another migrant, video of him on social media outside Sean's bar, intoxicated. A week later, he chased another girl migrant with a large kitchen knife, about 15 inches, threatening to stab her. There were no guards called for either incident. Instead, both dangerous migrants were moved from Athlone IPAS Centre to another IPAS in Galway. Yeah, because I worked in the canteen, I got talking. He worked everywhere, I think, this fella. Yeah, I got talking to some Muslim and Ukraine kitchen staff, and from my understanding was the catering company for Athlone IPAS is called OCW Catering Limited. This company is owned by Gordon O'Connor and Roderick Walsh. Roderick Walsh is the owner of Rod's Kitchen. Gordon O'Connor is the owner of Spear Catering. Rod's Kitchen allegedly had catering contacts for 5 other IPAS centres around Dublin, Laois, Kildare and Athlone. Once a month, a large white high ice van delivers meat, chicken, mince, lamb, etc. to the IPAS Centre. A Muslim man named Adam, who works in the kitchen, has told me that the meat is out of date, sometimes by as much as a year. Jesus Christ. But Adam was told that it's okay to use because it was frozen. All of the meat delivered to the IPAS Centre, Lissy One, should be halal certified. The Islamic Foundation of Ireland and HMC provide certificates for halal meat, which should be displayed on all halal products. The practice has not been adhered to since the opening of the Athlone IPAS Centre in Lissy One. An insider has recently told me that co-owner Gordon O'Connor has bought a stamp from Temu and is now using it on all the boxes of meat products, which is illegal, in order to have halal certificates on the boxes for EHO inspection, which is illegal. As I worked in the canteen between meals, I got to talk to kitchen staff on a regular basis. The kitchen staff are all Ukrainians, are Ukrainians and Arabs, and the odd Irish chef. Let's start with 3 Ukrainian girls who worked in the kitchen. First Ukrainian girl, Victoria. Her husband and their 2 kids moved over here 3 years ago. Apparently, Roderick Walsh, the co-owner, is involved in an awful relationship with Victoria. So we're pushing this out here now since they met 3 years ago. And the majority of security and kitchen staff that are working in the Athlone IPAS Centre, including the co-owner Gordon O'Connor, all know this. She has been working in the IPAS Centre since she moved over here 3 years ago under Rod's Kitchen. She's a supervisor in the kitchen. She's supposedly on 25 quid an hour. Jesus Christ, 25 quid an hour, which I was told by 2 Muslim men called Mohammed and Adam, who also worked in the kitchen. Before Athlone IPAS Centre, she worked 2 years in Stradbally IPAS Centre as a supervisor in the kitchen on the same money, 25 quid an hour. So that's 1,000 quid per week as a wage. She also she's going to get children's allowance on top of that and everything else. So it's nearly 4 grand wages, 200 a month, 4,280 is what she gets every month. And she's Ukrainian. Obviously, she came over here during the war and whatever. Then there's another girl, Larissa, who was Victoria's sister. She moved over here 3 years ago as well. And her partner's living in Ukraine. She's also worked in IPAS centres. and over the last 3 years under Rod's Kitchen. Before Athlone iPass Centre, she worked in Stradbally. So they're all working. All these foreigners are all working in these iPass centres. You know what I mean? And they've been shifted around. You know what I mean? I was told by a fellow security that before she moved over, she was a Ukraine army as a nurse. She was supposed to pay her way out of the army and come to Ireland. Also, her sister Victoria told security that they went on holidays together. She has been on 3 holidays this year alone in the space of 3 months: Spain, Portugal, and Paris. The 4th holiday in the space of 3 months. I was told by a member of staff in the iPass, the rest of her daughter flew to Ukraine to drop her daughter to her father for a month. This is a war-torn country these people are coming from, you know. So she's on the same sort of money, 4,100. The tour girl, Alana is her name, has been living in Ireland for a year and a half. She worked in the Athlone iPass for 6 months. Her daughter, who was living in Ukraine with her military boyfriend since her mother came to Ireland, has now moved to Athlone looking for work. I definitely would not be leaving my daughter anywhere in a country that is war. Neither would I, and that's being honest with you. So this girl, Alana, is on 4,140. That's some income. They are all availing of the ARP system of 600 quid per month towards rent payments. They get free travel, e.g. bus tours, tickets, bus tickets and train tickets. They also have free access to private healthcare, GP cover and dentistry. They are given free education, e.g. English classes. They also get 3 warm meals a day. Just want to mention 5 other Muslim men who work in the kitchen alongside the Ukrainian girls. All 5 of the men who have no work permits or visas, but have all worked or are working here since January 2025 with OCW Catering Limited, co-owners Gordon O'Connor and Roderick Walsh. Adam worked full-time in the kitchen. Let me see this. Yeah, Adam worked full-time in the kitchen. Adam worked full-time in the kitchen with OCW Catering. Apparently, Adam stabbed a work colleague back home in Jordan before entering Ireland. Now an insider has told me that Adam was moved to City West Hotel for deportation back to Jordan. While on site, Adam ran a shop in Athlone iPass Centre and made thousands from it. Mohammed worked full-time in the kitchen of OCW. In the last few months, he was able to purchase a PC worth $6,000. He is currently getting laser hair removal treatment paid by the taxpayer on his face every week. He was able to get a CT scan appointment within 2 days for a doctor appointment, which he was able to just walk into surgery and was seen immediately with his free medical card. Hussein, full-time in the kitchen for OCWK, recently bought a car with a fake driving license. There is no tax, no insurance, and no NCT on the car. He has been driving it around Athlone for months. Omar worked full-time in the kitchen for OCW Catering. He was one of the barbers on site, making 15 to 20 quid a haircut. Assad worked full-time in the kitchen for OCW Catering. He is claiming children's allowance for children who are not in Ireland. Both Amar and Assad have been moved to Ballyogan iPass Centre. All of the 5 above Muslim men also avail of 3 warm meals a day, free travel, e.g. bus tickets, train tickets, free access to private health, free education and English classes. And as mentioned above, no work permits or visas, but all have worked or are working here since January 2025 with OCW Catering. There's a UK, I've done 2 more pages, Ukrainian maintenance men. There are 5 Ukrainian men working in the maintenance of the iPass Centre. 4 of them are fit fighting military age men. They mostly sit around every day, either on their phones or playing pool, playing table tennis, playing on the PlayStation. And on numerous occasions, they have been observed asleep on the job. All these Ukrainian lads are fed 3 warm meals a day, always being on the first in the queue for breakfast, lunch and dinner. They are earning on average 700 quid a week. They all drive around in new cars and Jeeps with no tax, no NCT, unsure if they have insurance cover. They're also availing of an ARP scheme of 600 per month towards rent payments, free travel, bus tours, bus tickets and train tickets, free access to private healthcare, GP cover, dentistry, free education and English classes. With Jordan Storm Eowyn in January 2025, why all of Ireland struggled for weeks to survive the damage caused by Storm Eowyn, as the whole of Ireland had no heat, no electricity, no running water, or well over for 8 weeks. These 150 migrant men of fighting age live in a high-grade insulated tents. During the storm, the migrants' tents reach a temperature of 20 to 30 degrees Celsius, and they still complained. The migrant tents all have their own ESB power supply units run on diesel generators, which supply heating and ESB for the tents 24 hours a day. The migrants also had constant hot water for showers. They were given extra blankets at night. Generators pumped in hot air throughout the main marquee canteen which also had electricity during the storm. The migrants continue to have 3 hot meals a day. These migrants were not inconvenienced by the storm in any way, but they continue to complain while us Irish struggled without heating, water, electricity for weeks on end. I'll be getting more on this story, but Jesus, that's a lot to digest, isn't it? Wow.
Sure, it's no surprise.
But like all foreigners, and I'm going to be honest with you, I've been told as well down there that it's full of Muslims, that there's nearly 80% of them are Muslims down there. And there's a guy down there, a Muslim guy, when he comes out for breakfast in the morning, they come in and kiss his hand. Apparently he was an ex-major in Hamas, in the Palestinian army. And they come in and kiss his hand in the morning. So he must be very high up in this. I myself think these are all splinter cells waiting to be activated. I really do. So, yeah, thanks very much for that. Who sent me that? We had a whistleblower there, as I said, security man down there. Fair play to him.
Yeah, but you remember we played a video a few months back I found over on TikTok, and it was a manager from a hotel. He was pretty much saying the same sort of stuff, you know?
Yeah.
That they're sitting around the place, everything's been handed to them, they're out working, they're earning everything, they don't have to pay for anything. He was saying the same thing.
Athlone is now closed. All men 45 are now put into other AC tents, taken down and moved to Floods Cross, possibly going to be the site for modular homes. Probably, John, yeah. I don't know. Well, this is recent enough now. This guy, I think this guy still works there, to be honest with you. I really do. I believe every word I have heard in that. I've heard that from a few sources now. Yeah, well, yeah. That's right, Shawnee Mac. I got made redundant. Yeah, I was made redundant myself 2 years ago. Irish Mammy, good evening. Yeah. Sure, Jesus, John Malloy, when Big Tom was down there before, he was saying it looks exactly like a military camp.
It does look like a military camp. It does. 100%.
That's exactly what it is, yeah. Yeah. The flag waving walk then. Yeah, exactly, James, yeah. Yeah. Ukrainian mammy now. Yeah. It's Ukrainian, man. You know. Yeah, but like when you look at the Ukrainians, like they're all foreigners working in there, bar three or four chefs. I think that's what he said, a couple of chefs. Watching what is happening to Orla is like listening to Barbara's Adagio on constant repeat. Yeah. I'll have to pull that up to listen to that one. But thanks for that. And it's to be continued, so we'll probably talk more about it on Sunday night. The Denmark one, we'd already done that. That's done.
There's one labelled the UK. It's about a major incident that happened at Bradford College.
Yeah, over here.
Another major incident today at Bradford College. 4 people have been stabbed with a man wielding a blade. 2 of the people that were stabbed were actually emergency workers, but 4 people have been stabbed in a college in Bradford. Another major incident. The man has been arrested, but no description has been released. It's always a man. The man did this. A man has been arrested. Normally when it's a white man, they tell us straight away. But another major incident. When did the Manchester one happen? Was it last week? Just like everything else, guys, this is now becoming normal daily life in the United Kingdom. Everyone will just get used to this. Major incidents, little girls being, you know, women, men now too. The R word, the R word. But yes, another major incident, everyday life in England, 2025.
Wow. John Malloy just said, no, Paul, it is closed and the tents are down. All tents are moved to Floods Cross. Okay, fair enough, John.
What are we in, a recording studio now?
Yeah, and this is me recording studio there now. Yeah, yeah. This is another part of the house I've gone to.
Move around the place.
Yeah.
There's a screenshot there labeled Sharia law, and then there's a very quick video called Moscow.
I have Moscow there.
Sharia law is above it. So the video of Moscow was pretty much, what do you notice?
I have that. That was for Sunday, but we didn't play it. I have it there.
Mm.
What was the Sharia law one? I'm looking for the Sharia
Just a
law one.
screenshot.
I have it here. Yeah. London mosque bans. We always get back to the Muslims, don't we? Sharia law in London. Muslims ban women from participating in a charity marathon. Women have zero value in Islam. Ban Islam everywhere and do it for your children. A London mosque bans girls over 12 and women from Charity Park run fundraising event described as family friendly with inclusive atmosphere on its website has been accused of being discriminatory.
It's not
Of
unbelievable.
course, it's discriminatory. That is, yeah. Well, that's women are second-class citizens.
Yeah, I
Orla.
know.
Everyone, that's how it goes here with
Yeah, I
these.
know.
Yeah, Paul's out in the garden shed like Claiborne. Yeah.
Oh, is Pastor coming in with a little gift for you in a minute?
Yeah. No, he won't. Paul is a rock star. Yeah, thank you.
Wishes.
Yeah, we guitar out now in a minute. Are you recording a new soundtrack for the show, Paul? Yeah, I might just do that now. Later. Yeah. I listened earlier. Yeah. Rooting for Putin. Man shared is a place of harmony. Yeah, fair play to you. It is, Paddy. You're right. Yeah, I'll stop sharing that there now. And what were you saying to me there?
Moscow.
Nice, your fault. Thanks, John. Yeah. Moscow. I have Moscow there. I'm going to play that now. Boom. Here we go.
My God, what's wrong with that place?
What did you notice there? There wasn't one migrant. There wasn't one illegal refugee.
See anybody run around with like a knife or a machete or fighting with people and they're all white. What's wrong with them?
No litter as well. That's what's
They all
showing.
seem to be out enjoying themselves, walking around. Women now looking over their shoulder.
It looks like the 1980s and 1990s Ireland, so it does. Yeah, it does. It does. I swear to God.
Maybe we're safer over in Russia.
Moscow was great. Palatial Metro too. I'd like to go just to have a look. I'm being honest with you. Listen, if I got a few quid up,
Poland and Hungary as well.
Yeah. Speaking of Hungary, Russian, Hungary, Poland, and no third world zombies. Yeah, you're right. Man shed movement where miserable cunts going to talk about what prescription drugs they're on and the price of funerals. Yeah, okay. Well, I won't be doing anyway soon, so I'm all right. JJ Kavanagh bus is going cashless as well. Everywhere is going to go cashless, lads.
Yeah.
You need to boycott this. Cash is king. You need to have cash in your pockets. I'm going to be honest with you. Taxis now having to use the card all the time. That just got brought straight in. There was no talking about this. There was no anything. It was just it's in. If you won't be able to walk if you don't do this. We need to get another taxi union together here now that's going to fight this government and fight all this shit. So the taxi drivers out there, contact me there now and we'll sort out a new NGO for taxi drivers. It's not diverse enough. Yeah, I know. Somebody put something in there and I was going to show a video there. What was the video?
There's also, don't forget to show the lovely video over in Indonesia. Nobody's obviously given them Greta's memo on climate change.
Is this the
the fake scam?
Oh yeah, hold on. Yeah, this is the river, isn't it?
Yeah, the what?
The river, yeah.
The what?
Yeah, I know. You know what I mean. Yeah, but
no return service going on there.
No, Jesus man, where is it? Where am I at the saving it? No, And I'm going to pull it down there. I don't know where I bleeding put it. And then...
Did you move it?
I'll just pull it down again. What?
It's only 43 seconds anyway, so it won't take long.
Yeah. No, so we're going to be finishing up there shortly.
Yeah, and then you wanted to play Tracy's video, didn't you? Tracy O'Mahony's video.
Yes, I do. Yes.
Now, there's actually another quick video as well from Tom Clone, and that'd be good to play. It's in relation to disabilities.
It's I have another one there I want to... Lads, you're at the hitting 1,000 there, lads. Fair play to you all. Right. Thanks very much. Thank you very much. Well done. We need to be getting up to 2,000. That's what we need to be doing. And if you can buy us a coffee, please do. I'll buy Orla a Bulmers out of the coffee money. But
you owe me many.
Many what?
Bulmers.
I do, yeah, I do. And I know I do, yeah. This is taking ages to load up. What's it telling me? It's taking too long. Until I just want to talk. It's only a 56-minute video about the damage done to your heart from the mRNA vaccines.
Okay.
You know, it's... I had one there of a young fella knocking someone out. Did you see that one? It was very good.
Oh, was this on like...
on a train, yeah.
On a train, yeah, or the Lewis or something like that. I didn't know whether it was in Ireland or England.
No, it was. I think it was England. I think so. Right, okay. I'm going to play this one here now. This is a river, by the way, people.
Yes, a river.
Yeah. Oh, I know what that is. That's not a river. That's the conveyor belt out the Captain Borzai's ship. He collects all plastics, doesn't he, in Indonesia? Yeah, that's what he does.
Oh, shocking. But it just shows like no respect. Just check everything like
look
into
around.
the
Look around where they're living now.
Yeah, I know.
Look at anywhere where they're living. The shit is everywhere. It's just filthy, you know. Well, I'm gonna play this one. This is Speed Over Power. This is brilliant. This young fella. But I'm gonna be honest with you. You can see the bit of fear in the young fella's eyes. He starts shaking just before you hit him, you know, and boom, the adrenaline went, and like this is brilliant.
Okay, let's go. Do you speak English? Oh, yeah. Oh, все. Хорошо? Сейчас, если тебя где-то будешь, все по делу, ёпта.
What did they say? Fuck around and see. Yeah, that was good.
But like he was in his face. He looked like he was either on drugs or, you know, drunk. Like there was something not right with him anyway.
He was locked. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was locked. Yeah. Right. I'm going to play Tracy's video. It's 5 minutes odd, so we'll come back then. And I have another one to play. I want to play. There's one as well from Liberty Super Run I want to play as well.
Okay.
So we'll talk about this. We'll come back in a minute after we talk about Tracy.
Okay.
On the 14th of August 2025, I released a video titled IPAS Inspection Report August 2025, which, as a quick reminder, reviewed inspection reports published by the Irish government to, in their words, evaluate the quality of service being provided to international protection applicants at their accommodation centres. At the time, information for the Dublin region wasn't available, but 6 weeks later, on the 24th of September 2025, they have finally released the Dublin reports. So the purpose of this video is to highlight noteworthy information from the Dublin inspection reports, which includes the following. 1. There are 29 reports published for 29 properties in the Dublin region, noting that these properties house more than 4,000 economic migrants through a mix of apartments, B&Bs and entire hotel complexes, including 4-star hotels such as the Crown Plaza Blanchardstown, where there are 66 people housed, the Red Cow Mourne Hotel, where there are 963 people housed, and the Clifton Court Hotel, where there are 70. 2. In terms of security, the vast majority of properties have 24-hour security, noting that one property that only houses 11 single male migrants has 2 full-time day staff, 2 full-time night staff and 1 manager. So this property has 1 staff member to every 2 migrants. 3. In terms of occupancy numbers, the largest facility is Mourne's Red Cow Hotel, which, as I said, houses 963 people, followed by City Arc Hotel and Apartments, which houses 784 people, followed by Airways International Centre, which houses 300 single males, followed by the Address Connolly, which houses 244 people, followed by the Travel Lodge Phoenix Park, which houses 205 people, followed by Eblana Avenue, which houses 173 single males, and so on. 4. In terms of food, the vast majority of properties have contracts with external catering companies who bring catered meals to the properties every day, noting that some reports state that only halal meat is served on the menu. In addition to catered meals, the majority of properties also provide an array of snacks throughout the day, such as fruit, bread, biscuits, crisps, popcorn, and so on. 5. In terms of cleaning, a considerable number of inspection reports state that if the residents don't clean their own rooms, either external cleaning companies or on-site cleaning staff are brought in to clean their rooms. 6. In terms of toiletries, several properties state that they provide residents with vouchers for Lidl so that they can purchase toiletries, and as I understand it, these vouchers would be in addition to the living income provided to IPAS residents by the Irish Government. 7. In terms of facilities, some properties provide migrants with gym facilities, pool tables, basketball facilities, study rooms, playstations, all the Sky TV channels, Netflix and so on, noting that one of the questions on the inspection report actually asks how many TV channels are provided to residents. 8. In terms of laundry, most properties provide on-site washing machines that residents can use themselves. However, most properties also offer off-site laundry services where residents can have their washing done and returned to them. For example, the Crown Plaza Blanchardstown states that it offers twice weekly laundry services. 9. One of the questions on the inspection report asks if information is provided to residents in English and their native language, noting that a response from one property that houses 51 single males stated that information is provided only in English and Georgian, as 90% of the residents in the property are from Georgia, which, by the way, is classified as a safe country by the Minister for Justice. To conclude, the Dublin inspection reports paint a picture of international protection applicants being accommodated in conditions akin to an all-inclusive holiday resort, with services that go far beyond basic necessities. From 24-hour security and daily catered meals, including halal options and snacks like popcorn and crisps, to laundry services, gym facilities, playstations, Netflix and Sky TV. These properties range from apartments to 4-star hotels like the Crown Plaza Blanchardstown and are equipped with amenities that rival luxury accommodations. Some residents even receive vouchers for toiletries and access to off-site laundry services. No wonder this level of provision comes at a staggering cost to Irish taxpayers. With approximately 33,000 IPAS applicants, distinct from the 113,000 Ukrainians who've arrived here since 2022, accommodation alone costs an estimated €5 million per day, totalling around €2 billion per year. Add to this 230 million for social welfare, 200 million for education and other supports, and 250 million for medical expenses. And the combined cost reaches approximately €2.6 billion annually, equivalent to 10% of Ireland's entire 2024 social welfare budget. These shocking figures underscore the immense financial burden of providing such comprehensive services to people who have contributed nothing to this country, raising serious concerns about sustainability and fairness to Irish people.
And Shays Paul, I sent you a bid. There's the Hilton Overpass on around. Oh, the one in Coolock. Okay, hold on. Let me just hold on there. You sent me. Just let me. Yeah, don't forget John. I won't forget John. Before you tell me.
What are you putting up?
You sent this to me. No, it's just it was sent to me. It's just a video for the lockdown on the 25th. It was sent on to me there today.
I'm after sending something over from Facebook as well. We need to go through that.
Okay, just let me have a look there now.
Yeah, it's in relation to Aintu put through a motion today in relation to no confidence in Simon Harris, right?
Yeah, I'll play that now in a minute. We have 2 minutes left.
94 TDs voted yes, as in yes in confidence to him. Wait till you see a couple of the names on that list.
Of course.
Unbelievable.
I'm just gonna play this in. This has just been released there a minute ago. This is Paul Murphy. I don't even know what it is, but I'm gonna play it because it was sent in to me from a reliable source. Oh shit! Hang on. Sorry, I clicked the X instead of clicking the. Sorry, let's play this here now. I hate this fella.
The pattern is very, very clear. A rumour starts, true or false, suggesting a property is going to be used. Far-right activists, people like Philip Dwyer, Gavin Pepper, Fergus Power, are quick to the scene. A few days later, it is burnt down. We should call what we are seeing what it is. We are witnessing a campaign of far-right terrorism in this state.
More crap from him. Did he change his photograph back by any chance?
Yeah, how do you know when a politician is moving or a politician is lying? Its lips are moving.
Yeah, sure.
The irony of this communist toe rag whinging about being defamed when he had absolutely no problem using his dull privilege to slander nationalists and place targets on us and our families. That was Ferg, Gavin Pepper, and I think he said Mick O'Keefe as well. And yeah, he did, yeah. Scumbag. But he's the one that called out, he wants to call out Heather Humphreys for grossly defamatory remarks during debate. Listen, he did block her from getting out in the car. Okay, he wasn't found guilty of the charges that he was charged with, but he did do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's got in there to the doll on the back of that shit. You know what I mean? So
I'm sure he's an absolute gobshite.
Someone said, I sent you a video of the iPass Centre. It seems, let me see where this is. Dublin proposed illegal iPass went up in flames. Okay, Jesus, this is, let me have a look at this. This is the Hilton. Okay, let me just. This is the Hilton up at Dublin Airport. I pass by it every day. It's at the top of the N42. There you are there. Let me just play this. This is the actual Hilton. This is up on the N42. So I keep doing that. Shit. Keep doing that. I'm sorry about that. There it is there. Let's press play there and see.
When is this, tonight?
Yeah, it's now. Now, this minute.
Is that iPass?
It's on fire, yeah, the Hilton, yeah. Some of the Hilton is iPass and some of the one behind it is it's a full iPass, the Holiday Inn.
Right, okay.
The proposed illegal migrant centre in Dublin has went up in flames. The Hilton Hotel is located near where the illegal Somalian migrants murdered the Ukrainian refugee. Okay. Maybe that chap was Ukrainian today. I don't know. I haven't heard that about it.
No, I haven't heard anything. I'd say it'd be another day or two before it comes out. If he even put out his nationality. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got that there. I played it there. Mate, Tracy's a wealth and all is the case of.
Yeah, she is.
Irish people.
Will you put up that thing there from Paddy Tobin?
The thing you just sent me.
Yeah, because we need to go through that list of names.
Okay.
Remember, these are the ones that voted to keep confidence in Simon Harris. Like, this is just unbelievable.
Is this a video? Yeah.
No, it's a Facebook post.
Wow.
And then the list.
Oh, wow. This is the list now. My God. Well, I'm going to be honest, Orla. We sort of knew Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael, and them other gobshites would have to. You know what I mean? So.
But click on the link. Yeah, click on the actual link.
This here.
Yeah, that's it there. Yeah. And it goes through the yeses and the noes.
Show member vote results. All the yeses. Tá.
Yeah.
Catherine, Boland, Grace, Tom Barbazon, of course, Fianna Fáil, Brian Brennan.
Bring up a bit more because it'll be hard for people to see it.
Yeah, let me make it bigger. You see that there now? There you go, people. Screenshot that.
Yeah. Go down to your M's and your H's.
M, there you go. There's M there. Moynihan, Murphy, Michael Murphy, Hildegard Nocton, Neville Joe, Dara O'Brien, Jim O'Callaghan.
No, you missed. Hold on. You missed. Go back up. Oh no, sorry. It's under the F. Sorry, it's under the F. Sorry. Up to the F's.
There you go. F. Fitzmaurice. Michael Fitzmaurice, John Fleming.
Independent Ireland.
Yes, Michael
and
Fitzmaurice.
And then if you
John
go over
Fleming.
to O'Flynn, Ken O'Flynn, Independent Ireland.
Oh my God. Michael Healy-Rae, Danny Healy.
Yeah, look at the Healy-Raes.
Wow.
Yeah, they voted yes to keep him in.
And Barry Ward. Barry Ward is a Sinn Féin. Barry Ward is Sinn Féin.
Yeah.
And then you had your no's.
These are all the no's. Now, I don't see Matthew McGrath. His name's not there. Carol Nolan's name is there, all right.
Louise O'Reilly. Okay, yeah, she's Sinn
Most
Féin.
of the Sinn Féin ones and People for Profit and all them are there.
But here, Mark Ward is down here as no. Oh, that's Barry Ward.
That's
Sorry.
Barry Ward.
Okay. I was wrong there. Sorry, Mark
the
Ward. Yeah, I got mixed up there with Mark and Barry. But
right, let me think now. Who's the other two independent Ireland?
Ken O'Flynn.
No, we've got Ken O'Flynn and Morris. There. Who's the other two again? What are the names again? So looking for their names here now.
Simon Harris, he put himself in. Harking, Noel Grealish, Gagan, Cormac, Alan
Mary's up there. Look, Michael Collins, another independent Ireland.
Michael Collins,
three of them.
Yeah.
Who's the other fella? There's another one. What's the name? There's one more.
Niall Collins, John Connolly, Carl Crowe, Martin Daly. Wow.
Jesus Christ of Almighty. Like, imagine independent Ireland. And like even the Healy-Raes, how could they vote for Simon Harris?
Because they're in government with them. That's why. I knew that was never going through. Fianna Fáil cannot go against him because he's the next Taoiseach. That's how it works. You scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. That's jobs for their mates. That's how it works. You know what I mean?
Kieran Maloney. That's the other one, isn't it? Hold on. Kieran, go up to M.
Charlie McGonigal. Noel McCarthy, Paul McAuliffe, David Maxwell, Michael Moynihan, Shane Moynihan, Michael Murphy, Hildegard Nocton, Fitzmaurice, Jesus Christ. Pat the Cope Gallagher, yeah. Isn't Pat the Cope Gallagher, isn't he the same man who was turned his back on the lads in that loan for the iPass Centre, wasn't it? Didn't he bring the motion or something with the other councillors, and then when he got voted into government, he got this job in the OPW, so he's going against himself. Yeah, I'll stop sharing that there now because we've only a few minutes left.
Yeah, that is just unbelievable. It just, like, I know I kind of said, a bit iffy about independent Ireland, but Ken O'Flynn was making good strides. He was speaking out about a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
And then he just does this.
Yeah.
And where's Matthew McGrath? Where's his vote?
Yeah, I know.
He's not even down in sustenance. Where's his vote?
Yeah. Hilton hotels used to be considered luxurious. Yeah.
Yeah, they were. They would have been nearly 5-star hotels.
15 to the gallon. Michael Collins, Orla. Yeah. Independent NGOs, yeah, exactly. Joe Donohoe, that's who she's talking about. Yeah.
No, I wasn't talking about him.
All traitors, jobs for the boys. That's exactly what I said. All Freemasons too. Pat the cunt. Yeah. Independents voted for Harris and kept him in power. Of course they did. What could I often wonder? Should I become a criminal when the opportunity arose?
Hold on. No, hold on a second.
Box on Moore and Athlone Turncoat. That's it. That's who it was. Yeah, John.
Who?
Orla, calm down.
I am just.
Matty must have been absent.
No,
yeah,
it's that fella there, Kieran Mullooly. They're thinking of
Mullooly,
him.
Yeah.
That's who I was looking for. His name. He's the other one.
I'm just going to play this here. This is just Liberty Soup Run. I want to get it out, and we can do the rest of them then on Sunday. So,
guys, could I just get your attention for 2 minutes, please? And I'm going to ask every single person to share this video. Please share, please. What I want you to share about is our phones are constantly ringing. I'm getting 3 or 4 phone calls a day of people looking to go to rehabs. We're running out of space, guys, and I know there's plenty of more rehabs out there, not only in Ireland, but in the UK and Europe. So if you're watching this and you know of a rehab that can take someone almost straight away, please give us a DM, message us, leave a comment, tag a treatment centre, wherever the case may be, guys. Because these people are desperate to change their lives today, not in 8 weeks, not in 10 weeks. And that's the way it's taken so long for others. And they're giving up. When they're hearing it's 8 to 10 weeks, they're giving up and they're going back to addiction. And I know some rehabs have procedures and everyone's full, and, you know, I understand that and I respect that. But I believe there's more places out there, all over Europe, all over Ireland, that can take people almost straight away. Because these people are desperate to change their lives. And believe it or not, some of them will die if they don't change their lives. So please, guys, I'm asking us all to share this. If you know of any rehabs or any information at all, I might have lots of it already, but I'm sure there's lots more out there that I don't have. So I'm asking everyone to please share this video and tag someone in it and get the message out there, because we need more connections. We need more rehabs. These people are willing to give up addiction today, because they've had enough, and most of them are afraid if they continue they're gonna die. So please, guys, if you know of any other rehabs, not only in Ireland, in Europe, in the UK, wherever it is, please tag them, please ask them to send us a DM, and let's work together in saving lives. Guys, thank you, and please share.
And if you want to help the Liberty Soup Run, please do. You can donate and everything else. Just getting news in here now. The teenage asylum seeker stabbed to death in an apartment in North Dublin has been named locally as Vadim Davyenko. Gardaí are set to launch murder investigation after Mr. Davyenko, who was understood to be originally from Ukraine, suffered stab wounds to his head, eyes, chest and hands following a sustained assault inside an upstairs apartment in Grattan Wood, Donohoe, North County, Dublin on Wednesday morning. The young victim, who was in this country seeking international protection, was stabbed to death in a home under the care of TUSLA and State's Child Safety and Family Agency. So yeah, there you go, people. He's been named locally as a.
So he was Ukrainian, but does it say who stabbed him, like the nationality who stabbed him?
Listen, the women told me, didn't say anything about Ukrainians living in there. Nothing like that. 4 black lads were living in there, real tall Somalian lads. They looked Somalian. Right. And that's who was living there. There was no Ukrainian lad living there. I told you there was a bit of a row last night. One of them got bashed over drugs or something like that. And I don't know whether this could have been something to do with it or anything like that. But I suppose we'll know more in the coming days.
Yeah. Somebody mentioned there about Richard O'Donohoe. Richard O'Donohoe. Can't find his. Ken O'Flynn is voted yes, but I can't find Richard O'Donoghue's name. So he obviously didn't vote either.
Right, well, we're going to finish up there now, people, tonight. Orla, I will talk to you in the next couple of minutes. Thank you very much. It's been emotional. Cheers. Talk to you.
Good night.
Good night, everyone. And I would just like to say thank you very much for everyone for tuning in. Like I say every night we're leaving here, the truth is like a lion. You don't have to defend it. You just let it loose and it will defend itself. Good night and God bless everyone.
Thank you.